All right.
Let's
are
fucking go.
we're rolling. Hey, so this is episode 2 of the Happily Ever Banter podcast, and we have some special guests in today. Some friends from a long time, and TikTok celebrities, the Clark family. We have Tommy and Mandy Clark.
What up? Woo!
Hey, thanks
What
for
up?
coming.
Let's start that over.
No,
There's no starting over.
I don't know what to say, so I always say woo. Or I should just say thanks for coming
your
on
thing.
board
That's
and being our first official guest.
We are so happy to be here.
We're thrilled to
The
have
first
y'all.
couple.
First couple, dude.
Yeah.
It's been
The Mills.
it's been a long time
And the
coming for
Clarks.
us. I know the Mills and the Clarks.
We talk about it, and we
Two-
just never do anything. Here we
Two
go.
great American families.
That's right.
We were trying to think, like, who should we have on? When Dale said Mandy and Tommy, I'm like, that is a brilliant idea. We need to have them on first.
I'm full of them.
I love it. I love it.
Yeah.
It's,
So TikTok Tommy himself.
we're gonna have some fun today.
Yes.
Yeah, we already got our drinks. It's
Yes.
it's 1:30 on a Sunday.
We got the koozie.
Got the Kiki beautiful koozie. That's a terrible picture, by the way.
Does
Kiki.
it taste like sweat?
Dude,
That picture.
It's a family show.
was that a CrossFit? That was
Yes.
right after CrossFit?
No, she just got done eating at a buffet. She gets.
All you can eat.
Yeah.
That's slobber, dude. That's not even sweat.
It is kind of weird as I drink it.
know.
I'm literally like just licking Kiki's face every time. Dude. Oh, it's okay though.
So how y'all been, man?
We've been good. Busy, man. Happy New Year.
Happy New Year.
God, it's already February. But yeah.
Yeah.
What's today?
Yes.
Yeah.
How is it already February?
I don't know.
It's crazy.
Time is flying
Time
by.
flies when you have fun, because I know we have fun and I know y'all have fun.
We have fun.
We do have fun.
Dude, we our 2 kids keep us busy. Or the youngest one, obviously, keeping us busy a lot with softball and everything. But yeah, we have a good time. We try to make time for ourselves as much as we can. Just went to the Bahamas for the New Year's. That
Seen
was
that.
a blast.
Nice.
Have y'all ever been to Bahamas?
Yeah.
Yes.
We were just there. That's where
Atlantis?
Got
That's
wheelchaired
when
out.
we got wheelchaired out.
What? Let's go ahead and get into that story.
I thought you heard about that.
You got wheelchaired out of the
we
Bahamas?
went on that. We went on the cruise. So I'll tell you
Okay.
a short, brief
Yeah.
story. So we went on the cruise. First stop was the Bahamas. We go out there with like 12 friends.
Yeah.
Like, well, I say friends. 2 of them are friends. The rest of people
Just
we
strangers
just met.
going-
And then we started drinking those drinks that the ladies serving at a tent on the beach. And it's about 11:30, and then the next thing I know, it's 7 p.m. We wake up in our cabins in the cruise ship, and then they're telling us all this like hangover style after. Well, we got wheelchaired back onto the boat. We
Both of y'all did?
yeah,
Yes.
blacked
Y'all got
out.
roofied.
No,
Y'all 100% got roofied.
no, dude. We didn't. I watched her make the drinks.
Okay. I think everybody that got roofied probably watched somebody make a drink.
We don't know what was in those pineapples, though. They could have been laced with something, right?
How many times have both of y'all just passed
I
out,
know.
blacked out, and went back to a room?
Neither of us.
Ever. But just so happens you're in the Bahamas and y'all got wheelchaired back to the
Dude,
Good
if that's how you feel in roofies, I want more. I'm not gonna lie, that was awesome.
That's amazing.
Yeah, so we did go to the Bahamas. We don't remember much of it.
What were you drinking?
These best pineapple drinks.
Whatever these drinks that chick was making on the beach.
Pineapple, upside down pineapple drinks.
Yes. Yes. That was the second name of this podcast. But we didn't want to get in that's a whole other demographic we're going to get
So
into.
did y'all remember anything from
No.
Dude, I remember like
roofied?
my buddy's like, dude, y'all were like high-fiving, partying. Next thing you know, Dale's like passed out in the chair.
Yeah, he was feeling. I was like, get up, let's go take some more pictures. And he was like, no, I can't. I got to lay down. And the next thing you know, it hit me. But it didn't hit us.
Dude.
I mean, we had been drinking a few hours.
We
so
drank a lot.
We drank a lot. Then
think
all
we
of a
drank a
sudden,
lot.
it went boom.
Yeah.
Quick.
Yeah. And plus, we didn't eat and stuff like that. So, but overall, I still think we got roofied.
Oh, that was the mistake.
You're supposed to have a
have
roofie
to-
on a full stomach.
You have to, you have to eat.
You're supposed to have a buffet before
Yeah.
you had all
We
the
didn't do
drinks in the Bahamas. Dude, we got back from the Bahamas. A week later, I see a feed on my Twitter feed came up, and it said, avoid going to the Bahamas since 2024, like day one, January 1st. There's been like 28 killings. Murders
Wow.
in the Bahamas and then
in the area that we were in.
That's a very low percentage of people, though.
near Atlantis. Like they had a big picture of the
Yeah.
Atlantis, and it
Well,
was
we
all
would've
gang
never-
related.
I
We went to Senior Frogs, and it was super shady.
Really?
Yes.
Well, our
At
Uber driver
night, we
did
were
tell
so
us about
dumb.
they had a some festival going on, and he did tell us, he was
Murder
like,
Fest.
That's where you don't want to be. We're like,
And to the left
okay.
over here, there's Murder Fest going on, 2024.
I mean, I think I'm glad we went with a big, huge group of people, because otherwise, going by ourselves like that, we wouldn't have did that, because we'd probably still be stuck there. You know?
Oh yeah.
I'd have been like ridden jet skis or something. One kidney. They took one.
The only way to get back home is to give up your kidney.
Yeah. Have you ever done a podcast before? Well, you've done.
I did y'all's.
You've done Dale Not Dale.
That's it.
Okay.
So this is Mandy's very first podcast.
Mandy's nervous, dude. Come
I
on,
know how
Mandy.
you feel, because whenever we filmed our first one, I was nervous.
That's okay.
It's okay.
Hey,
Nerves are good.
you're amongst friends. I know. So you know what? You just got to roll with it.
Oh, we're gonna get into
I
some
don't
good
know why I'm so
conversations.
nervous. I'm used to.
I mean, it's just
I'm used to being in front of a microphone and
Yeah, doing all
There's
your
just like-
singing.
videos.
Actually,
that is true.
to a crowd.
Oh,
Mandy
yeah.
does come from a musically inclined family.
Oh wow,
I do.
She does.
You knew that.
I do.
That's why she got the tattoo like how she did, because I was from her family, her dad, and right. What was it?
Yeah. So, my dad plays the guitar. My brother plays the drums. My mom plays the bass. They all sing, and
That's
I have
so
the mandolin
cool.
guitar and the first verse of Freebird.
Hell yeah.
I'm still paying on that loan that we got.
I'm about to say, dude, that's a grip right there. Hey,
And I actually just got this past weekend. My dad's writing is going to be the full blast band is going to go across my wrist in his writing.
Oh, cool.
Because that was the name of the band, and it's just a staple in our life, and that's how I grew up, and
Yeah.
pretty
so it's
cool.
very special.
When we met, and she's like, "Hey, my parents, they have their own band." I'm like, "What the?"
like the Osmonds.
Yeah. I'm like, "What do you mean, like a band?" She's like, "Yeah." So what's the name? It's Full Blast Band. And so we started dating, and one of the second dates we went on, we went to Baytown, and they were playing, and it was so much fun. I got up there, dude. Her dad's hair is like Hulk Hogan. Mom, badass, playing the bass. The brother playing the drums in the back.
Yeah.
I'm like, this is gonna be my in-laws.
Yeah.
This is pretty fucking bad. Like you just don't do that often.
Yeah.
You know?
Then they
Normally
met you,
meet-
a
Huh?
degenerate. They're like, okay,
Yeah, like,
you're the
who's this-
family.
who's this asshole?
It's funny.
Yeah.
Hey, so another fun fact: us four have the same exact wedding date and year.
That is
We
correct.
share an anniversary.
We do
that
share
crazy?
that.
10/20/07.
18 years this year.
Yep.
Yes.
Unreal.
We had to do the math this past the first
We
episode.
saw.
I laughed hard. I was like,
I was close.
they're all wrong.
Yeah, I'm not good at the dates. Like she's all about the dates.
See, Dale's all about the
I am an
dates.
idiot when it comes to that.
Yeah.
How long y'all been together? 28 years? I don't know. When did y'all get together? I don't know.
Yeah, and we have 2 dates.
We do have 2 dates. Did y'all know that?
What's the first date?
I don't know.
October 20th
October
is our
20th.
is our first wedding.
That's the main
date.
one that
That's
I
the main
know.
one.
Okay.
That's what we celebrate.
Okay. And then what's the other date?
The 21st.
When Tommy lost his virginity.
December,
like 4 years ago.
It's December 14th of 2007.
How do you remember all those dates?
Why is it 2 dates?
What's
You want to get into that?
What's December?
That was at the JP.
It was at the JP.
Yeah. So we'll get into how we met if y'all want to go down that route. Do y'all know how we met?
I mean, I figured it's prison or something. Like her family,
Close. Close.
her family was playing the prison like most people do. And
One of the first social media sites that ever was invented.
Facebook.
MySpace.
No, MySpace.
MySpace. We met on MySpace.
Oh
Yeah.
my gosh.
So you
was
remember
she in your top 8?
She was in my well, not initially, but she was like in the radius range.
Yeah.
Oh, you
And
floated
I'm
in the
like,
bubble.
well, I saw this picture pop up, and I'm like, ooh, who's this? And I think we might have had a mutual whatever. And so I clicked on it. I'm like, what's up? And she lived in Dayton. I'm like, where's Dayton at? I don't even know. I never
Ohio?
even heard of it. Yeah, I was like, you're far away. And so we chatted for
A few months.
3 months, 4 months, maybe.
What was your
Well,
profile? What was your
from February to May?
Okay, before we get there, what was each of your profile songs or your back-end song on your MySpace page?
Golly, how do you remember that?
Tommy's was crazy, bitch. He drew her in.
Keep that song. That song's going to come up here in a little bit.
Okay.
I think mine was. It had to have been something from probably Tesla. I mean, that's
Oh,
just
yeah?
my favorite.
Yeah, they got
modern-
great cars. Elon Musk fan.
I forgot you were able to like change your page and add music.
Dude, we learned how to
Yeah.
code then.
Yep.
Yeah, I didn't learn how to code
I did.
at all.
I had a Atlanta Braves background. I had like probably a 311 song or NSYNC song.
You definitely had an NC. Yeah.
Oh, there's no
Justin
doubt.
Timberlake was like right on the front.
No doubt, dude.
I think mine was Paul Wall, dude, because I came from LaPorte. It was all hip hop. So she was like the rocker, and I was the hip hop guy.
Yeah.
So all my stuff was rap.
Hip Hop Tommy.
Hip hop Tommy.
You had one. Hold on. To that though, my memory, you had the Killers on yours at one point.
I did.
Oh,
I
you're so trendy,
I went
dude.
through the killer stage for a little while.
Yeah.
I do love the Killers.
A friend of mine, this was out like when CDs were big, and
Yeah.
so my buddy had 10,000 CDs, and he was in the Killers. So I had that whole background, that whole vibe, for a little while.
Yep.
But Paul Wall was definitely one of my favorites.
Probably.
Yeah.
Okay, so let's okay.
So you want to start? Why don't you start while I get another beer? You start how we interacted.
I mean, it was, we just kind of talked back and forth. And then Cinco de Mayo was coming up. And of course, I was going through my divorce. So every other weekend, I had time to party.
Yep.
And I took advantage of it. And
She had Trinity that was 3.
3 at the time.
Trinity was 3.
Thank you, Kiki.
Yeah.
and so I told him, I was like, I'd go to Stetson's and Humble all the time, and I was like, I want something different. I want to go somewhere different. Where you live, and so I was like, okay, let's meet up. So I ended up bringing a friend of mine with me because I'm going to meet this stranger on the internet.
Oh, dude.
So I took
He's super sketched.
I took one of my brother's friends, who was like a brother to me. His name is Chris, and then my friend Melissa, who I played co-ed softball with. I said, hey, we're going to go meet this guy, and I need y'all to go with me. So we went to the Monkey Bar.
The Monkey Bar.
Classy joint.
And it's still here.
It's still here.
So we
We still have the picture.
personally met on Cinco de Mayo in 2006 at the Monkey Bar.
Mm-hmm.
So, and then we left there.
Went to Boondoggles.
Went to
We did a little
Boondoggles,
Boondoggles.
A little pub crawl.
Yeah, yeah. I was spreading my scent a little bit. I
Yeah.
was spreading my scent, and she couldn't handle it.
Dude,
And we were leaving Boondoggle, and she just grabbed me and started kissing. Like I was like,
Oh,
"What?
she did.
Damn."
First time I met her, she did the same thing to me. That's what she does.
I just like to show the love.
Showing the love.
Mandy's real affectionate.
Went to Monkey Bar, and then after that, I don't know if did we go anywhere else after that?
No, because I left after our
After
first kiss at
yeah.
Boondoggles.
So and y'all been together ever since. Have y'all ever had like any like dispats or like breakups or like
No.
breaks? Same as us.
No.
So I like in the very beginning, it was just like he could still go and do, because I mean he had a roommate and it was all
Yeah, we were just
boys,
dating,
Yeah.
you know.
And so I guess in September, I'll never forget it. I went to his apartment and I pushed him down on the bed and I crawled up on top of him and I looked at him and I'm like, hey, I really like you. And I don't want you to date anybody else. Like, you've had all this time. Like,
She was like a little tiger.
That was in a furniture store, wasn't it?
We were at Burke Outlet.
Oh my gosh.
So from that point in September,
Yeah.
I mean, I didn't date anybody. I didn't see anybody.
Well,
and I
she's from
just-
Dayton, so she always wore a knife and everything. I'm like, she might cut me. Dude. She might cut me. If
Bitch,
I
you're crazy
tell
from
her-
there.
Yeah. I was like, what are you going to do with that knife if I say no?
So
But I was-
it's from then, like we've literally been together. I mean, every other weekend I was able to come down, or he would come down to Dayton and see. I lived with my brother at
Yep.
the time.
Help with the horses and stuff.
All the chickens and everything.
Yeah, my brother was a big part of my, going through tough times, and so yeah, it was. And then I met his friend Victor, and
Get to
him
meet
and-
all my friends.
Yeah, I started meeting all of his friends. and-
So before I knew she was the one, I had to introduce her to my buddies.
Yeah.
Right? I mean, that's part of the process.
Yeah.
You can't just do it on your own. You're like, I got to introduce you to my friends. So I lived at Pirates Landing and they had a pool volleyball there.
Yep.
And so we would play just competitive pool volleyball every weekend. And she said that she was a crawfish fan. So we had a big crawfish bowl. So we're sitting there playing volleyball, and she brings me over a plate of peeled crawfish. When I say a plate, I mean, there must have been 60 of these things on here. I'm like, she might be the one.
Yeah.
And I was feeding it to you.
And she was, yeah. And
Is that because
all my
she might be
buddies
the
were
one because they were already peeled for you?
peeled. Yeah, she's peeling my crawfish.
Did she,
She's bringing me beer.
did she devein them?
Yeah.
Oh, just keep her.
Yeah, all the shit was out.
Keep her.
Like he's like, I don't eat poop. I don't eat poop. Take the poop out. I'm not gonna do it. And then so she could eat more crawfish than you can shake a stick at. So she went back over. I think we had 60 pounds. She might have had 25 of them. Like she can put down some crawfish. Are y'all crawfishers?
Oh, yeah.
I love
We're
crawfish.
from Louisiana, dude. We got
She
to.
would fuck y'all up.
Yeah.
If you ever have one, we'll have to bring our own.
We're gonna
Really?
have a contest.
We'll be,
But hey, this is probably going to be like on the nasty side, but I know it's not.
she sucks heads. Yes.
Okay.
No, but on
That's where you
crawfish.
get all the good juice. Yes, on crawfish. Yeah. That's why
That's when I really knew she was the one.
Yeah.
And that's where you get all the
She
juice
sucks the
and good
eyes
flavor.
through the head.
Yeah.
And the next day you might be shitting your pants, your asshole might be on fire, but
Oh my God.
Jesus,
It was
Crystal.
good while I was going on.
That's right. It was so good.
And the spicier, the better.
So what's the December date?
okay, yes.
So you move in. No. Let's go back to.
So we
go
got
ahead.
married in Vegas in October. That was
Okay.
like,
Yep.
like
07.
that was the wedding.
Yep.
But you moved in with my mom, and because
Yeah, but
those
yeah.
situations, right? And
And then when we got married in Vegas, we had my family there. Everybody was there. And then that night, the day we got married, that night we got back to the room and we're watching the news.
hold on, we got to build it all the way up.
Oh,
we got to start.
Then you do it.
Okay.
Yeah, we got to start. So we get there and we have to go get your marriage license, right?
Yep.
And so there's a huge, long ass line, a bunch of degenerate people going to get married in Vegas. My grandma was like, "Here's $3,000. I want to go. I'm going to pay for y'all to get married and pay for y'all's trip and pay for all that." So my mom went. Your parents went. We all had a big group that went. And we go get our license. We walk out, and this guy's standing around with flyers. He's over there flipping them. And we're like, he goes, "Hey, y'all getting married?" I'm like, "Fucking duh."
Yeah.
Yeah. So he was like,
My wife's in white.
he's like, "Hey, we're gonna go to the Chapel of Love. Can I?" And I have my limo around the corner. I'm like, "Where?" And so we walk like a quarter of a mile around the corner, and I'm sitting there like, "Are we gonna die, or I'm gonna kill this guy, or one or the other?" And he walks around. It was a stretch limo. I'm like, so we get in. He takes us to the Chapel of Love. We go in. We pick out our chapel. The next day we're getting married. He's, "I'm going to bring you back to New York, for free." Like normally a cab ride was $60 to get back from where we get the marriage license to New York. Did all that. Told everybody, "Hey, this is where we're getting married. It's done." We go get married. That night we party. We're in bed by 10 o'clock, and the news comes on, and it says, "If you got married at the Chapel of Love,
It didn't
it
count.
might not be legit."
No.
So we're hammered in bed.
It's on
going,
the news?
That's,
Yes.
And the guy, and so it's a lady that owns it, and the guy that was out there flipping the little things and the
That
flyers,
picked us up.
he's on the news. I'm like, "That little fucker, that little bitch."
They
And so
shut down the chapel
No
that night.
way.
And so
after
No.
we got married, and I paid extra to get our stuff back.
Yeah.
Soon, like in 7 days. So the next week I call. I'm like, "Hey, we haven't got our stuff," and they're like, "Sorry, this is not Chapel of Love anymore. This is, Love Rock of Elvis, whatever." And I'm like, "Huh?" They're like, "Yeah, this is a different company. It's not Chapel of Love." I'm like, "Y'all motherfuckers."
So I wonder if there's
No way.
any people from this day
I'm sure.
They didn't see the news.
that didn't see the news. Right.
I don't know. Maybe. So we had to come
I mean,
back. It wasn't legit. Sorry.
This is real and raw, guys.
Really wrong.
As long as you don't fart, okay?
Listen.
No, that's Mandy. we'll get into that. I got that written down.
So we got back and we're like, well, I guess we go to the chat, or we go just to the justice of the peace. So we go down and we tell the judge, it's just me and her in
This what
this
happened?
courtroom. And he's like, "Do you want me to go through all the stuff?" I'm like, "No, we got married in Vegas.
Just
We
sign
don't
it.
need your shit. We
Yeah.
just need you to just bless us." And so that's why we have two different
days.
dates.
That is crazy.
I know.
So all this time I thought we were anniversary buddies.
I know, but we're not.
We are.
But we are.
It still matters.
The first one was a
The one
fraud.
that's in the heart.
I'm like
matters.
I'm all about binding agreements.
Yeah.
And yours is not.
Well, I wouldn't have done it, but I had to have that marriage license. So.
Right.
Gotta have it.
Dude, that's I never knew this.
Yeah. That's exactly what happened. It was crazy.
You think you know somebody?
Yeah. I don't even know you anymore.
Dude, are your real names even Tommy and Mandy, assholes?
Y'all are imposters.
Yeah.
Where did y'all get married?
Lake Charles Country Club.
Golf course.
Yeah.
Ours was legit though. We had
Probably not. If it was in Lake Charles.
had a real pasture.
Probably not. Who married you?
Brother Yarbrough, dude. He dedicated me as a baby and he married us.
Really?
Yeah.
How cool.
Okay. Sounds legit.
Yeah, no, it checks out.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, like I said, we were 24 at the time we got married. So it's quite a while, man. It's a long time ago. Think about.
That is a long time.
But yeah, so we got married in Lake Charles. We're still. I mean, we've only been in Texas for
8 years.
It'll be 8 years in March.
Oh, wow.
Like I think when I met you, I think I was living here then. I just was living here fresh when I met you that time at the golf course. Me,
Yep.
you, Nick, and Puckett.
Golly, it's been that long.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
Yeah, I met you. We played South, and I drove the green on the first hole. Remember that?
I do.
Yeah.
No one likes to show off, Dale.
I just make sure that.
Remember I had that hole in one?
Yeah.
Yeah.
What a big deal. Third one that week.
Have you ever had one?
No.
I have.
Okay. He has.
I still call bullshit on that.
I bet you it was the shortest hole.
It was 100. Thank you, Crystal. It was 106 yards
Okay.
at Texas City.
That don't even
Oh,
count.
you
That's
mean-
like your wedding. It
But I
doesn't
have
count that day. It don't count at Texas City by your golf course.
I was about to say that Bayou one.
That was on the that was on the news a while back. It said if you had a hole in there,
If you had a hole in one here, it doesn't really count. Yeah.
it don't mean shit.
Yeah. The good thing is I have 3 witnesses, so you can eat a.
I've talked to Jeremy Dean, and he's like, I know what you're talking about.
Dude, Jeremy Dean jumped up for joy more than I did.
He's got bad knees. I don't believe that.
He almost did a damn somersault when he saw it.
I remember that when you text me, I'm like, bullshit. I don't believe it. That's what I
Bullshit.
think. That's what I told you. You sent me the picture.
Dude, I immediately, because what are you going to do when you hit it hole in one?
Yeah.
9 times out of 10, unless Magnus is out there just video and everything.
Yeah.
What are you going to do? You're going to probably pull out your video.
Yep.
And go all the way there to see it in the hole.
No doubt.
That's what I did.
You had the shortest walk anybody because of a 106-yard hole. So it didn't even.
The only time I've hit a hole in one is at putt golf.
Those still count.
Yeah,
Those
see?
still count.
Yeah.
You go and you run up and you get a certificate. It's like, what did you get? It was like something like Popeyes or like McDonald's or something. You were
They
excited
still do
about.
that?
No.
No, if they still,
Man.
When we were younger.
Missing
we were
out.
younger.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah.
The sad part is I didn't get nothing. There was no free car. There was
Wait.
no.
You're lucky you didn't have it to where you're like at the country club because buddies would ring up a bar tab on
big
you.
tab.
Yeah.
Like they're assholes about it.
Oh, yeah.
Wow.
I know at my course they are.
Good thing is the tab was paid for because it was a golf tournament, so all the drinks were free.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
That
you
was
got-
one of the things
you
that
got lucky.
my
But I didn't even get
grandpa
a sleeve
said.
of balls. I didn't
Nothing?
get nothing. A
plaque.
trip.
Plaque.
No, nothing.
We'll call them.
It's bullshit. You call them.
I'll call them. We're gonna rectify this. When I do, we'll have 2 dates for your hole in one.
Have you ever got close?
Yeah, dude. I've hit the pin. I've been close, but I just never put one in, dude.
No. One day.
I-
One day you can join my club.
One day I will be as cool as you. probably not.
Magnus says no.
Probably not. Dick. But yeah, so that's crazy, man. I didn't know that about y'all's story, which is pretty cool. But yeah,
Yeah, we love Vegas. It was a good time.
Yeah, it was.
Yeah,
Good.
we still partied and had a good time, and I think we got a video somewhere from it.
I don't know.
Yeah.
That's outdated. It's
Yeah,
VHS.
it's on MySpace. I don't know my login for
Yeah, I
MySpace.
know,
I
right?
still have mine.
What?
can you still
I
get
do.
him on MySpace?
I can.
No way.
I can.
I don't even know what email or
I need to
anything
get on there and
use.
see if I can find myself on
What?
there.
So as long as you know what email you
See,
used,
I don't know. Remember, that was so.
and because you can, I think you could still log in, and then if you forgot your password, you can get it through your email. But I still use the same email that I used when I logged in, and then I just changed my password.
That is crazy.
And so it's a hit or miss. Like, all 3,000 pictures
Yeah.
don't show up, but you can get pictures.
But man,
here
that's
and there.
old pictures. That'd be cool to go see that.
Oh my
Super old.
gosh,
I went
yes.
through and I've gone through and I've screenshotted and just because I have to go through the PC. I don't have it on my.
Yeah, there's no app.
There's
or
no
Yeah, you
app
gotta
or
fax. You
anything.
gotta fax somebody to get on MySpace nowadays. So damn old.
Yeah, but yeah, I can.
Hey
still
Tom, are
get
you
on
still
there.
around, buddy?
Yeah, I kept in my
fax
top 8 just because I, want to make sure.
Tom, I need to change my password.
It's
Just fax them.
way different now. It's actually
You better have a cover
Dumb.
letter too. He said.
Yeah. So
yeah,
funny.
it's weird. But I mean, I just get on there from time to time just to, get pictures and try to screenshot them on my phone just so I can have
Golly.
them.
Man, I would love to
The nostalgia.
see my
So
old
would I.
MySpace.
I really wish
There
the
was
whole
nothing
concept
before
would
that,
come
right?
back.
There was really nothing before MySpace.
What year did Magnus? What year did MySpace create?
I wish that
Because
that
Facebook was right
concept-
behind it.
Yes,
but it was just for college students
Yep.
at first. Remember?
Yep.
I didn't go to college. So I didn't have one until they opened up to a bunch of losers.
I didn't either.
03.
03. So that was 2 years after we graduated.
It's good math.
Say that again.
That
Dude,
was 2 years after we graduated high school.
Say graduated?
Graduated.
No.
first time she said graduated.
Graduated. It's because I've got Botox and shit on my lips. Whenever I do lip flipping.
Say
it's- my lips are
graduated
messy.
one more time?
Graduated.
Okay.
We got it. We got it.
That's funny.
Good sound bite.
I wish that concept would come back. That was a cool concept. I thought.
MySpace was, it was so
I thought
cool.
it was
Yeah.
great. I hated that it went away. I
Yeah.
really did.
I wonder when did it go away?
I mean,
Is it for sale? We should buy it.
Dude,
Buy it
I thought I
back.
read something that, like Justin Timberlake was buying MySpace or something like that a
Justin
while back. No, I swear to
Timberlake.
God, I don't know why I dreamed that.
He
Something-
probably
you dream
dreamed
about
it.
I do dream about
if you get on it now, it's more musically inclined. Like
It's artist.
tons.
Okay, it's like SoundCloud.
That's
Oh,
basically
yeah.
all that you
That's
see.
where I go for all my full blast music info. Full blast
That's where
band.
the full blast music's at.
Yeah.
On MySpace.
Come find us. We're on MySpace. Like, oh shit, I can't get on there. They got a real cult following.
Yeah. This is a cool,
funny.
cool concept. I wish Facebook would at least have music.
Just
on
add some
there.
music in
Just,
it.
Well, you got to be able to personalize your stuff a little more, you know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I thought so.
Fully
I liked it.
customizable.
But
So okay, so fast forward all those years, we've known each other, and then now you're TikTok Tommy, dude.
TikTok
like you're
Tommy.
known as TikTok Tommy.
Is that it?
Yes.
TikTok Tommy?
Yeah. What year? What year
that.
did you start doing TikToks? Was
Man,
that COVID
it was,
stuff?
It was
It was
right
in
after
COVID.
COVID.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Greenlee came. She's like, Dad, let's do some TikToks. I think it was Musically right off the bat.
Musically,
I don't know,
yeah.
I don't
Kinsey
know
had
when
that
it
one
turned
too.
into TikTok because
So-
Musically turned into.
So our story's kind of the same because Kinsey and Green, they're the same age.
yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
And
yeah.
then same way she wanted to do this. I'm you're too young to like have your own. There's too many creepers out there. We'll start a family one.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So we kind of started our own, the Mills family. Same kind of thing. So you guys had what yours was on,
Yeah.
and
yeah.
then
we all started doing. We had a couple videos that popped, and next thing you know, I had 1,000 followers, and Greenlee and Trinity were like, "You got 1,000 followers, bro!" I'm like, "Yeah,
to the moon, baby.
And so we would do some comedy, some Step Brothers, some Kevin Hart stuff, and then it went to 10,000, then it went to 100, and then it just kept rolling.
Yeah, they were like
crazy.
635,000 now. I think it's something
Yeah.
like this morning.
Dude, I was stuck at 599
Yeah.
for a year.
Oh, wow.
Every time it hit 600, I'd go and follow you to make it go back.
Dude, there was a point where
kept doing
it would just decline. Like it went from 599 to 597 back up, and and it just
all the
stayed there
bots.
forever.
That's why I think this.
all the bots.
I think this bots because my Instagram.
Same
I've
thing.
had bigger numbers and I dropped a ton. I think a lot of it's just bots.
You think?
Yeah.
Yeah.
If you lose a big chunk, I think they catch all these bots, and then that's what
good.
fluctuates the
Yeah,
thing.
I didn't know what it was, but I just couldn't hit the 600. And then we finally had just some recent stuff happen.
Yeah, real
and it
recent.
just
Get you over the
it
hump.
went to 630.
It was
within like 2 weeks.
yours and Greenlee's stuff.
Yeah,
Yeah, I mean the thing.
we were doing Nicki Minaj stuff. and
I know
it just
those
caught on.
I know.
Yeah.
Y'all did a bunch of iterations of that.
Yeah.
That people asking like, "Hey, do this way, do this
You
way."
got to do like the trend stuff that's out, which catches everybody's like attention.
I think the thing what y'all did, which capitalize on, is you got to always put content out there. You got
Yeah,
He's big on it.
and we
He
don't
does.
do enough of it because like I said, man, because when we do, it spikes.
yeah.
And people
Yeah,
want more.
'cause y'all don't do a whole lot, but when
Nope.
you do it,
It
does really
I
well.
don't even know
Yeah.
when's the last time we've done one.
Me and Kenzie, like
Yeah.
we did. We've done a few little things, but like
Y'all did a dance or or something.
You're a
Was one of-
dancer. Y'all-
Oh, but yeah. See, mine's more of like the
I
trendy
can't
dance and
dance.
stuff.
Yeah, yeah.
You do a lot of the voice stuff, a lot of I guess the trending sounds.
Yep.
And
Sing-alongs or whatever you call
Yeah.
it.
but like
Yeah.
like I told her that the biggest way to have those do well is you got to be spot on. You're spot on with the
You have to. Yeah.
because you see ones that are bad and it's cringy, dude.
Yeah,
You're like, that's
When
terrible.
when their lip sync is just not on point.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah.
And the crazy thing is when we do it, even now with Mandy, like when she started doing a lot with us, I mean her page, started blowing up as well. And there's times where Mandy and Greenlee, they'll be on point, and I'm over here struggling.
Yeah.
And Greenlee be like, "Dad, get your shit together."
Yeah.
That's like Dale. He has no patience to teach anybody or learn anything. He like expects you to get it within three times. I'm like
5, 6,
we're
7,
not
8.
we're not freaking stars. Like I'm.
Yes,
like,
you are.
Get on my level.
You're
It's
such
like,
a star.
I can dance. I
Not
can
with
move,
that attitude.
But if I have to learn something, it might take me
A year.
a few tries, not a year. Not like Dale and Mackenzie; they can catch on quick. But
No,
like,
Kenzie's real good,
He
dude.
gets so freaking frustrated to where we end up getting in a fight because I'm like, we shouldn't be fighting over this damn dance. It's what's going to get us nothing.
Yeah.
I'm like that dude on Bring It On, the Spirit Fingers guy. I'm like
yeah.
Nazi
Greenlee's
Germany in
the-
here trying to learn
Let's
these
go.
dances.
1, 2, 3.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Greenlee's
so-
the same way. Greenlee picks it up like that
Well,
same.
that's like Mackenzie.
She can watch it
and
boom.
get it. Yep.
Like, I've gotten older, so I lost a step, dude. So it takes a little while longer for me. I get frustrated too because I want it to be good.
Yeah.
Then I'll get it good, and she half-assed it because she's tired of me messing up, and then we get in arguments too.
I never forget whenever it was like Kiki, do you love me? Things I was like, I gotta learn this dance. I gotta do. He was at work, the kids were at school, and I was outside in the backyard practicing. You should see. I have all these retake videos. And I'm like looking back
so
and forth,
good.
making sure nobody's looking around. I was like, who's gonna see me? I'm in my damn backyard. But I have a funny. It's just and I'm doing it.
Oh, hey.
And I send
I've
it to
seen
my
her
friends.
doing
I'm
that.
like so serious. I'm like,
Those
don't
are the
check out
ones
my
that
video.
you post.
Yes,
Those
and
are the
I-
ones that you post the draft.
I actually probably need to post that as like a repost since it was done so many years ago.
Well, but back to when we were dating, we used to have a PlayStation 2,
Oh yes.
and we played the American Idol song where you sing.
Yeah.
And I remember I'd come home, and I'd be like, and I'd hear in the room, she's practicing. I was like, you bitch. She's in there.
Because it
Hey,
can tell if you practice or
I
not,
s-
and so it's like we
I-
should be practicing.
I smoked her all the time, dude. Simon loved me on there.
No.
She always, they're like, dude, is somebody dying on the other end of that mic? And that's just Kiki singing.
Yeah, that was crazy.
But dude, I walked in, I'd catch her practicing. I'm like,
What's
no.
kind of crazy?
You're
Like
I'm gonna nail this tonight.
I like wish in my like next lifetime or whatever. I would love to just be a singer to
just be
see
a singer?
somebody just sing and get that talent out there and just watch like just millions of fans just look at you. I want that. For example, like Heidi Montag. Do y'all watch her? Or do y'all follow her?
Dream big, Kiki.
She's from
Heidi.
She was on the Hills.
The Hills.
Heidi and Spencer.
Okay.
Well, she just
That's-
released a song. It is terrible. She can't even freaking sing. And
I like it.
They put her in a studio, and it's like put me in a studio, make it, and the song. Go listen. It's called "Touch Me." Touching my body. You feel uncomfortable watching the video and her singing. She's in the recording
like, I could
studio.
do that.
And she's like wearing like a
Nothing?
top, and it's so weird because she's like touch my body.
Oh my
And she's,
God.
like,
Magnus,
touching
pull
her
that
body.
up. Pull that up. We gotta.
Yeah, we're gonna.
It is so. It makes you feel cringy and stuff.
I told Magnus he's got to get auto tune. We're gonna start.
That's what I said. I was like, if you can put somebody in a studio and crank the things up, you have to make.
You can
somebody
make
good.
them
Thank
sound
you.
really well.
Thank
Yes.
you.
Yeah,
And that's
Because
what I want.
because
I want
like
Chat
putting
PT.
ChatGPT.
Yeah,
Chat
to,
GPT.
to write me a song.
Chat PTSD.
PT Cruiser. What? Cat PTSD.
Yeah, you can because and if you think about it, if you
Same
go to
example,
a concert,
Britney Spears.
so
That
you
crazy.
hear everything on the radio.
I know.
And
It's
then
mixed,
you go to their
layered.
concert and they sound like shit.
Yeah, that's something like that.
I'm the biggest. I'm not gonna lie.
She's over here critiquing people.
I
like,
because
oh,
I
God,
grew
that
up,
guy on the bass,
you
he
know.
sucks.
Oh, so you can sing too. So what's your one advice when it comes to singing? You have to breathe.
Well, I mean, I don't.
yeah, Mandy,
sing,
can you sing?
Okay.
I don't sing.
I've
sang
heard her
with my
sing
dad.
in the shower and
Okay.
stuff.
I would sing with like.
She
I
sing,
would sing
touch
with
my
dad.
body.
You're gonna learn that song tonight.
Y'all listen to it.
It
after
was
this
more.
I
podcast.
can't wait.
I sang with my dad more than anything, like harmonized type deal with my dad. But It was the group songs where my dad would have the whole entire bar come up on stage, and all these women would flock around the microphone and sing "Twist and Shout" and stuff like that. So, but I mean, as far as like singing on my own and into oh hell no!
You know, it'd be great is put them two together.
They were going to do it,
like do karaoke.
Oh, a sing off.
A sing off.
No, I'm terrible.
No, that's good. She is too. We're good.
I'm not terrible.
Dude,
You're the best. I forgot.
So my buddy,
Terrible.
our friends
You
that own
offended.
our friends that own that Main Street food truck park,
Yeah.
they have karaoke night like once a week.
Okay, hey,
I didn't know if
I
they
think-
had any places around here
let
for
us
that.
let us go.
It'd be so much fun.
Magnus, you
we'll
gotta
bring
come-
Magnus. We can actually do a podcast there. We'll get J-Dog on camera.
We'll do B-roll there. Hey,
J-Dog sings more karaoke than anybody that I know.
Yep.
so it doesn't surprise me.
I'm
Neon
telling you.
Moon. He knows Neon Moon.
loves it.
Neon
so
Moon.
much.
Where the
Yeah.
sun goes down.
When the sun goes down. Hell,
My thing is like every time Dale sings, he tries to sing like that person. Every freaking man song, he wants to sound like Garth Brooks. He's going to sound like Garth Brooks.
I do sound like Garth Brooks.
If he's going to sound like what's the, Alan
What
Jackson?
Bron
he's gonna
say
sound
one time that song played?
like- I don't know.
He thought it was me.
I mean, I'm like Dale. When I sing a girl song, I'm not trying to become
Because you
that
got a girl
person.
voice.
No, but I'm my own person. I'm not going to try to sound
Oh.
like somebody else.
Okay, I forgot.
I'm my own person. I'm
Yeah.
not sounding like anybody else but me.
Yes.
Yeah.
Dale.
Graduate.
So you try to channel like Morgan. You try to channel Morgan Wallen and Garth Brooks.
Oh, dude, 100 that's why I got a mustache.
yes.
I'm a Morgan Wallen era. Dude, hey, I do it, man. I do love karaoke.
Dude, I did not know that. I don't think
Toby-
I've ever
hey.
heard you.
Oh, it
Toby
was
Keith.
Toby Keith.
Oh,
Oh, my
dude.
God, Dale.
Hey, let me now. I can do some Toby Keith, dude.
How do you like me now?
I can
Now that I'm on my way.
yeah, Toby Keith, dude. I've done Boys and Men. I've done it all.
Shut up. You
Yeah.
have not.
Oh yeah.
Like live in front of people
Yes.
or just with her?
No.
So back,
karaoke.
No,
They
so
got-
back home we had
Oh.
a place called
I'm not
Frosty
shy.
Factory. That was our favorite spot to go
Yeah?
back then. It was karaoke.
big karaoke bar.
Reno's is karaoke.
They do karaoke.
All right, we're doing karaoke night.
We'll do
right.
bingo and then karaoke.
Yes, I love bingo.
Where's Reno?
We've never been.
Tommy won't take me.
It's right behind the
Dude, he's
poker
a
room.
dick.
yes.
It's right behind the poker
Oh, yeah,
room
yeah, I've been
and
there.
Hooters.
Yes, it's
Yeah.
so. It's
But
so
they do
much
karaoke
fun. We
there
went
too?
there one time.
No, it's just right
Reno's
next door.
is right
Reno's
next
is next
door.
door.
Okay, yeah, we're doing that.
Yeah.
Yeah. The only bad part about Reno's, I think you can smoke in there, and it's terrible.
That helps my voice. It gets me a little raspy from my Morgan Wallen stuff.
But Main
rip-
Street is outside, so
Well, I don't know if I like the acoustics. I want to make sure I sound.
Yeah. I did not know you sang.
Dude.
Or try to sing.
No, dude.
What's your favorite song? Like your go-to? This is what I'm going to sing tonight, guys.
Man,
What is that?
I would probably do. Right now.
Bye, 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 bye. What-
No, dude. I mean, if I'm gonna perform
bye.
and dance, yeah, I'll do an NSYNC song. But
Yeah.
if I'm just singing, dude, I'd probably do a Morgan Wallen, a Luke Combs song now.
Yeah?
Yeah, I'm down.
Mine was always back in the day was
Yeah,
Whitney
what's yours?
Houston. Oh, and dance with somebody.
That was good.
Thank you.
Don't tell her that. Hey,
Keep going.
me and Vaughn been
Keep
trying.
going.
We're gonna get her to sing national anthem at one of these like school.
Oh,
events
yeah.
I heard that.
Yeah,
The
we're-
lyrics
yeah.
have to be right in front of me because
She know the
I
lyrics.
need all the
I don't-
lyrics right here.
yeah, because I don't remember.
And
the
I'm gonna be the
lyrics.
one changing the lyrics, like on Practical Jokers.
Like,
Yeah,
She just start singing like the Russian national anthem. You know,
some school fight song. Where do you think you can get her to sing? Like the Rockets or something? Or
I mean that's a little big time.
Like, just
I'm
get
thinking like a
Paul
Clear
Wall.
Falls game, maybe. Like I'm not thinking.
dude, go big. What are you talking about, Clear Falls?
Okay, Super Bowl's coming up. Fuck it, I'm gonna call him.
Just call Taylor Swift, see if she can collab with you on something.
You'll be ready. She's a dude. She wants to be a pop star so bad. I mean, there's no better time to start at 41.
I mean, why not?
It's the best time to start it.
it can still happen.
How did y'all
So
start
young.
y'all's social media?
I mean, obviously we started
Shit.
from the show. I mean, we had
So it started from the show.
well, we had
before that.
we had social media before. We had
Yeah.
I had Instagram, all this stuff like that. Obviously the uptick for sure was being on the show and being characters from that and having
Yeah.
that following, and then from there, even from the show, we just always been ourselves.
Sure.
And I think that's what's really
That's what I think. That's what people love about us most is that
Sure.
because we're
Raw.
who we are.
Yep.
You know, because there's some celebrities out there. I mean,
You got to be yourself.
Yeah,
they're not who they say
I'm
they are.
always
We're
myself
ourselves, you know.
with
Yeah.
everybody. That's just how it is. And
That's the
so,
only way to be.
and like I said, the same way with starting podcasts. Like I always love podcasts. So me and Bond had the other one we've started, and then I wanted to do something with Crystal, and so we're just trying to take advantage of that. Like use our following we do have, and people want to. Some people ask to see more of us. Well, this is a good way to do that. Get our stuff out there, and then we got a lot of people we met along the way, network with, and friends to kind of bring on here. And really just to have fun with, and this will kind of force us to do more. Because we don't do a ton of we post here and there. We do stuff. She does like collab stuff with brands, but as far as like just putting more content out there, I'm the worst at it because I don't do enough of it.
Get your shit together.
I just get self conscious, but I don't know why.
You're missing out.
I know.
I'm
Put
the
more
same way.
content.
I just do.
Yeah,
More
I
content.
don't put out.
Tommy's all
near
in,
as
dude.
much. And all my content is typically the shit that he puts together for me.
Yeah. Well, that's to me. I don't. I never thought of myself as a creative kind of person. Probably until I started the podcast, is like my creative mind started to come alive. As far as that goes. But putting content out is still. I think it's still more of a. You get in your own head. I think that's a lot of people. I do.
Yeah.
Even whenever I'm not bashful or shy at anything. I think I still think about that.
Yeah.
And you guys just go for it.
Dude, we just do it. Like, there's so many times that, we'll do something. It'll take us 5 minutes. Like, me and Greenlee or me and her. I was like, here's a sound. Let's do it. Let's get it over with. And a lot of times, those are the ones that do well.
Yeah. If you don't think about it, you don't be overproduced or.
Yeah. But the ones that you put a lot of thought into, that
They don't hit.
We did a recent one and it did well. But the ones that you put like an hour into it and they flop, you're like, that was really good.
Yeah, no. I mean, Greenlee's helped y'all a lot 'cause she's the best.
Yeah, she's
Greenlee.
She's a superstar, dude.
She is.
Yeah.
She cracks me up.
I need to. I'm trying to get her on the. She's 13 now, so like TikTok, should not take her countdown because from 9-10 they were removing her account.
Kenzie's,
Weekly.
yeah, Kenzie's going to restrict it account. But yeah, it seems like it's always getting. It was always getting flagged or something.
Yeah.
Well, there was a lot of jealousy too. with
I think
other
it's I think it's other kids
I think,
reporting
yeah.
it.
reporting it.
I
Oh
think-
yeah,
I think that's what it is.
100%.
That's what I told her. I thought it is.
100%.
So those other kids your age or you're friends with that are haters and they're
haters.
reporting stuff.
Yeah. So do they have their own now or no? Or does
Kenzie has her own. She
It's
just
restricted, so
yeah, it's
Yeah.
like it blocks a lot of the crazy stuff, and she can't message people.
Yeah.
But it's just her for wanting to do her dance. I mean, she just does dancing and stuff like that,
Yeah.
And so, but like I said, the crazy thing is, like I tell her, that's the world we're in now. So you don't want to block them from stuff, but you got to moderate it because it can get crazy.
I agree.
Y'all have two girls, so I mean, we got one to deal with. It's a lot to. Our girls are going to high school next year. It's already crazy to think that.
Oh, it's crazy. Yep. In August, like just a few short months. It's
That's
crazy.
so sad.
I know,
That's so
it's very sad.
Yeah, I know.
I have one graduating college.
Let's say so.
and one
Trinity's
going into high school.
about to be 21. You said.
Yes.
Okay.
And she will graduate college in spring of 25.
Okay.
So she's got a year left.
It's crazy, man.
I know. They grow up too fast.
They do.
So quick.
It's always that cliche thing you hear until you have kids. And you're like, oh shit, now I get it.
Yeah.
It
I
does.
think y'all were just talking on the one of the other podcasts. Like, you only have like how many summers left?
I know. A
until they're
friend of mine
out?
told me, I was like, dude,
I'm like, I don't even want to listen to this anymore. Y'all shut up.
That was depressing to hear.
We talked about that
I was like, dude.
yesterday.
I told my
after
buddy, I was like,
hearing
dude, that's
that.
kind of like, I hate to, you don't, like, if you think
You don't-
about it
yeah.
that small of time frame, you're like, I know.
I know.
That's scary, dude.
Like, I'm gonna cry.
I know.
Greenlee moves
Dude,
away.
I
I'm
know.
like, I might cry.
It's going to be bad.
A little bit.
I'm going to move to wherever she goes to college. I never went to college. I want to roll.
yeah.
I'll be that dude.
Kiki and Dale on the road. doing
Yeah.
podcasts,
Yeah.
Wherever the
I'll tell you
college
what,
is at.
wherever fraternity I join is going to have the best time. We're going to get rowdy. You'll come pledge with me.
Yeah.
Let's get the girls to go to
That
the same
was the
school.
good thing about Trinity. When she decided to go to school, she was wanting to stay. She wanted to go off, but close enough to where she could still come home.
Well, Sam's what, a couple hours away?
Yeah.
About hour 45,
Hour
yeah.
45.
Oh, that's perfect.
Yeah. So, I mean, she's far enough away, or if I need to get to her
Right, you
quick,
can.
or
Yeah.
Tommy needs to, get
But
to
she
her.
got enough freedom where she's out there.
She definitely has that freedom and can
Living life
living
and,
living that college life.
Life lessons.
Yep.
Oh,
You gotta
God.
let them grow up, man.
Dude. I know.
That's hard.
You got to let them fly.
Oh, you got to let them fly.
They got to be free birds.
She's been
Spread the
very well,
wings.
though. She's adjusted. Year one is tough.
Yeah.
Oh, I can
Which
imagine.
everybody told me that. Everybody warned me about her. And then
Tougher on you or tough? I mean, tough on you obviously, but tough on her.
both. And it was hard on her. I mean, she's a mama's girl, and so being away from me for that long period of time has never happened. I mean, the longest she was away from me was like 6 days, and that's when she went to Africa.
Yeah.
Yeah, most people do. Go to Africa.
She went with Clear Falls. It was with Clear Falls.
Hey, Mom, I'll be right back. Going to Africa.
Dude, I remember that was Tanzania, and that
Tanzania,
was
yeah.
when the outbreak happened.
It was when the pandemic
and they were
hit.
shutting down like flights, and they almost got locked over there. For
Oh.
a while.
Oh my gosh.
Literally.
Can you
Oh, it would not.
She was an absolute wreck.
We were at Boondoggles,
We were
and
at
I'm
Boondoggles.
crying.
Oh.
And she broke down. I'm like, what's wrong? She's like, my daughter might not make it back from Africa.
I mean, you just got to raise
They had
marriage
to
soon.
cut-
holy shit, that's
They
a
had
great
to,
vacation.
Yeah, they had to cut their trip short. It was by a day. And
What were they
and
there for?
So she was there with a group of kids from
It was a
Clear
class
Falls.
trip. It was
Okay.
like a big class trip.
and they
that you had
went
to spend
to
however much
yeah,
money
and
to
they
do.
went and helped the kids build. Little
Okay, it was like a
things.
mission trip. Okay.
It
Yeah.
was cool. Like they
That's
learned
neat.
a lot. They slept in cots.
That'll
and,
grow you up.
on the floor.
You
yeah.
see a lot of.
Yeah.
You realize how good you
Perspective
got
on
it.
life. Oh.
Yeah,
She
she
did
was
come
like-
back with a different perspective.
That's
She
it.
did.
I'm sending Bronson next week.
Send them both.
Yes, both.
Yeah, she was like,
Have fun
"Oh,
in
a
Tanzania,
shower
punk
that
ass."
I don't have to worry about bugs or anything like that coming out." Like she was, so glad to just take a full shower and not have to worry about bugs or snakes or anything
Oh, yeah.
around. And so it was definitely a trip that helped her in perspective. But she adapted.
But she was a little
adapt to
country
that
girl,
yeah,
man.
she
I
can
mean,
adapt
she's
to that.
Yeah, she was
she's a
F-
hunting, fishing,
FFA. She did all that
all
stuff.
of it.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
her being in that environment, she could adapt pretty well.
Yeah.
Greenlee, what is wrong with your earrings?
Shit.
Jeez, Louise, just take them off. What are you doing?
Kidding.
Show my fans what's out.
Is this new?
Yes, this is new.
What is
This
that?
is new.
Oh my god!
This is a kid's birth flowers.
Oh,
Remember, that's what we talked
what's
about.
the name of it?
Chrysanthemum for November, and then August is a gladiolus.
The
Areolus?
Areolus,
Yes.
gladiolus.
Yes, I know the names.
Chrysanthemum?
Chrysanthemum.
Is that how you say it?
Chrysanthemum.
Magnus, what is it? Say it.
Todd Chrisley.
Okay.
What? Chrysanthemum.
Chrysanthemum.
Hey.
I was close. All
Now
right.
I want to get
For
one.
the longest time, I was like, "You got to say it right," because they're like, "Oh my God, is this new?" I'm like, "Yes, it's their birthstones."
I was like, oh my God.
And I'm like, "God, okay, birth flowers,
It's a
birth
birth-
flowers."
Flower
Yeah.
stone.
Hey. Kiki will learn you a lot. Trust
Yes,
me.
trust
You
me.
hang
Hey,
out with her long enough.
That's why people love me so much because I'm just
And
original.
she's humble.
I'm fun. I don't even mean no. I'm fun. Of course, I'm fun. But I'm
Of
funny.
course, I'm fun.
I don't mean to be funny or funny. Like I sound funny or silly, but that's just who I am.
That's you. That's you.
me, and I don't like.
That's organic and just natural.
And like whenever I say it, I don't think it's funny, but y'all think it's funny.
We're laughing at you, not with you.
I think the idea of what y'all talked about, the Kikipedia or whatever
Yeah.
y'all talked about,
That-
that's
that was Cajun
definitely
You gotta
something
add
you
that
need to do.
graduation or whatever it said.
Yeah. Cajun Ninja, my buddy Cajun Ninja is like, we got to do Wikipedia. I was like,
You got to do
You
it.
gotta-
I think it's because my brain comes.
I think after
no,
like-
my mouth speaks before my brain.
maybe after this
That's
first,
okay.
like,
Ain't
after
nothing wrong with
like
that.
this first year of podcast, we'll put like a real, like a highlight of all her stuff.
All of her
I'm sure we'll
words.
get plenty.
Yeah.
We'll get plenty of them.
Yeah.
Damn, Tommy.
Bro.
All right, let's get into some questions.
So, okay. So one thing I got to talk about was like Mandy's flatulence.
Oh my god.
She's always ripping them on your.
I learned it from my dad.
I mean,
The
I've
better out than
never
in.
heard your dad fart a day in my life.
You didn't live with
and I
him.
did.
Okay, so we're
I bet
getting
he does
that
a full blast.
So we're getting in that conversation. So you do that around him?
yes.
Yes.
Oh my god.
Oh, she could choke a donkey with some of them farts. From what Tommy said.
We've been together 22 how many years?
Married 18,
Married 18, but I know we've been together for
20 something.
It'd be
yeah.
23 this year.
I've only done that once.
and almost died. Dude, we were walking out of Popeyes.
I believe it or not.
Lake
You
Charles.
know it like the day it
Yes.
happened?
Oh, yeah.
Yes.
I almost filed for divorce the same day.
We were dating.
Did you put it in like your marriage decree? Like,
Yes.
you cannot fart
I was in
around
the
me.
vows.
No, I just
Adele,
never
let
have.
her take
I
a
can't.
Till death do us
shit
part.
and
My body's adjusted now to where it just can't do it.
Your body tells your brain like, don't fart around
No,
here.
I just can't. I have
So what do? You have to like go outside?
no. It just gets held up.
No.
And I think
Kiki.
that's-
Hey, till death do us part. I told her. We got.
So anyway, so tell the
He's so stupid.
tell the
You should get a
Popeye.
shirt.
No.
Till death do us part.
Wait, tell the Popeye.
Put that on the notes. Put that on the notes.
Tell the Popeye story. We
So,
were dating.
dude, we're early dating, and we go to Popeyes, and so we're walking to my truck, and she's lollygagging.
I'm like,
I said,
just
hurry the
asking
hell
questions,
up. I'm
like-
like, she's taking her sweet ass time getting to the truck, and so I'm on this side. I open my truck door.
I think I asked one more question or something.
She opens her truck door. Open mine. And somebody's like Jackie Chan's me right in the face. I was like, ugh. I was like, what the hell did you just do?
Was she in the truck when it happened?
No, like a gust of wind came
and
through.
then
Like
we
it just
got
From one
in.
side to the other?
it could have killed me,
It's like a tunnel. A fart tunnel.
dude.
Just straight through.
It was bad.
Well, you shouldn't have took me to Popeyes.
I was like, never again.
That's her nickname. Sparkle farts, man.
oh my God.
Sparkle farts, bro.
Girl farts are the worst too.
Dude, I'm telling you, it's crazy how we'll be out of the softball fields for 8 hours, and we get into the truck to head home.
And she lets it
As
out.
soon as I'm like,
Oh,
we've
my
been outside. We've been outside in nature for 8 hours, and you decide to do it when we get in the truck
hell
in the
no.
first. Bro,
No.
dude,
It makes me gay.
I almost brought some spray here just in case if something happened because it slips sometimes.
You need to have
I
Oh
can.
my
a
God.
poopery enema. Get your insides coated.
It's better out the end, they say.
No, it's not.
It's
There's
That's
double.
what Shrek said.
My thing
There's
is
double
that,
standards for a reason.
So my body's been used to that. I mean, I don't know what it's like to let loose, or that's probably.
Oh my
that's why I'm so
god!
uptight down
I'm gonna
there.
start a.
But anyway, like
I'm
we'll
gonna start
get
a whole
in bed.
page. I'm gonna start a whole
But it's
page, just
okay.
like let Kiki fart page.
Yeah, exactly. So we'll get in bed, and I sleep with the covers over my head, And next thing you know, he rolls up. I'm like,
Oh, he can fart, but you can't.
There's double standards for a reason. I
yeah,
told you that.
exactly. And
No.
my thing is if we're in
Yes.
the car,
No.
No,
tell
no.
me, excuse me, or you fart, because I'm like, all of a sudden I'll start
Well,
smelling
sometimes they're
something.
silent. I want to let her know just in case it don't smell.
No, I have a good
I'm not going to
nose.
open myself up to her bitching at me.
I have a good
I
nose.
never tell anybody. I just wait.
No, I have a good nose, and I'm like,
Dude,
I'm like,
oh,
mother.
speaking of, okay, so 2 days ago, Friday night, she was gone. Me and the kids went to eat, and we go to Dick's Sporting Goods. And dude, I farted while Kenzie was like trying on clothes. Me and Bronson staring. Bronson's like, "Dude, you fart?" He goes, "That is bad." Like, dude, I walked off. People walked right there.
That's disgusting.
But no, this is her problem. She follows me around like a little puppy dog. I'll come up, like, let's say this upstairs. She ain't been here in a year. I come up here and go fart in this room. She walks behind me. Oh God, you farting here? I'm like, why did you come in this room? She wanted to see what I was doing.
Question.
Dude, she loved the smell of them.
No, I do not.
I don't know. She like looks for them.
Do you get excited when you're not around him and you just get to let it out? Like when he's not here, are you okay? Like in the kitchen, you'd be like cooking. You're like,
Oh, dude.
he's not
No,
here.
I'm not. Honestly, I don't know.
She don't fart.
I'm not really like a.
Bullshit.
I do, but I'm not
It
a
has
regular
to come
person.
out.
I mean, I'm not.
You're not a regular farting person? Well, having to live with that asshole.
That's what I'm saying.
What
We've
a
been together so
jerk.
long, my body's adjusted to not letting it out. It just goes somewhere else in the
That's
body.
true love.
Where does it go?
I don't know.
Where does it go?
Out my mouth
Do
into
you
a
burp?
I think that's why she got. I think that's why she got brain fog.
It might be why.
Bless your heart. It just builds up until you burp it out, and it smells like shit
I
coming
mean,
out
I
of your
can't-
mouth. It's your fault.
You're disgusting. No, dude. Girls should not do that.
Man,
It's in the Geneva Convention.
it's in the
Dude, telling you. Till death
It's
do us
so
part. I'm making
funny,
shirts.
man.
You gonna get one?
Oh yeah, I'll
Okay,
get one.
okay.
Yeah, I'll be the first one to buy it.
right.
Yeah. Oh yeah, it's it happens often.
Yeah, and I'll never stop.
I hope
Hey,
not.
You live your life.
Because
man.
listen,
I mean, I think the only way I'll do it is whenever you get older. Because like I remember
No.
my grandparents, they just lose your bowel movements every time they move and get up. They're So I think that'll be the only time I'll let loose.
Oh, I'm dead.
Just Oh my god!
If we live together old enough, you're farting around. I'll tell you what.
It's time to go. You gotta plug it up.
Yeah, dude. We're gonna.
You gotta have a manual plug for
Do
that.
you gag on your own farts? I mean, you gag, I guess, on everybody else's, but not on your own.
No, he can actually tell which ones will fart and which one will smell and which one won't smell. He'll do it. I'm like, that's
I know my body.
disgusting. He's like, it's not going to smell.
This
I'm
one's gonna be just fine.
How do you know it's not going to smell?
I've been eating clean for the last 2 days. It's gonna be fine.
Yeah, no, I'm good.
Gross. Okay, anyway. Next.
So yeah, last night we're watching Netflix and she'll go to bed like at 9:30. So I'll watch another. I'm sitting there watching my show. I put my AirPods in so I don't disturb her, and I'm just going.
Oh my
He said,
God.
"Did
I was
something
like,
die
I thought
in
she was
here?"
asleep. I'm like, is there something dead in this room right now?
Oh my
I remember one time
God.
she farted in her sleep one time, and I woke her up. I'm like, you just farted. That is disgusting. How do you live with yourself? I told her.
I don't remember that. I mean, I guess your body's loose when it
You just loosey goosey. So we were talking about.
Andy's crying.
I mean, I don't remember that.
We were talking about like what's your icks between each other. And,
Okay.
like, for me and her, like that's one of my top icks is her just shitting everywhere we go.
You like it. Shut up.
And I know one of her icks about me. Like, what's your top ick?
Your closet.
My closet.
Well, that's nothing.
My closet's the size of that corner right there. I don't
It
have
can
any room.
still be organized. And it drives me nuts. He'll wear a pair of shorts or a shirt, and he'll just throw them over his hangers.
Because you take my hangers every day. Like, leave the fucking hangers there.
She does that.
Leave the hangers there.
Oh, dude, I'll use a hanger. I'll take a shirt off. That hanger's gone. I can't find it ever again. Bermuda Triangle.
You know why?
And I'm like,
You know why? Because you wore it today. It's going to be in the dirty clothes, so I'm going to need that hanger to hang it up or hang
Exactly.
something up.
Exactly.
Thank
She's
you.
bought 7,000 hangers over
Yeah.
the last 6 months. We have plenty of hangers. Stop taking my hangers.
dude.
Because
hang
I'll
your
wear
clothes up.
something. I'm like, okay, it's not
I'm with you
dirty.
there, brother.
I'm going to put it right back up and it's going to be fine. No, she wants to just.
There could be hangers in there, and you still lay them over the pole.
Because you steal my hangers.
No, there's hangers
All
in
right,
there.
so
Dude.
what's y'all's icks?
Well,
What's your ick?
you know mine.
What?
Farting.
The farting?
Yeah, dude.
Well, okay. Well, that was whatever. You're a rude asshole that you
No.
won't let her fart. And
No, dude.
what's your ick,
She loves everything. She loves everything I do.
Crystal? Like one thing that just drives you insane. What does Dale do? Just think about
Cue the
this. Just-
jumper music.
I mean, you don't pick
It's-
up your shit either, so your clothes, your
Tommy doesn't either.
Yeah.
Whoa, 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 stop throwing shit back on me, man. This is y'all's
Like
icks,
if y'all
okay? I
wouldn't
got to
have
deal with my own
wouldn't have
icks.
came over, his stuff still would have been on the
What's the?
couch. All your clothes. You're terrible about putting that
Putting
up.
clothes up. after
Oh,
you-
do I hate
Oh
doing
no,
that.
I'll tell you what.
Oh, here we go.
Oh.
The little light
Coming
bulb.
in hot.
Bing.
All
What's
right.
your ick?
Is it a woman's job to take out the trash and bring it to the trash on trash day?
Equality. Y'all fought for
Tell me
that.
that.
Y'all fought for
People down my street know it's, hey, Crystal. They know it's me coming in and pulling up. They lie. They think it's hilarious.
No, my asshole neighbor calls, texts every time. I see your wife pulling a trash can. Now I'm like, good.
You know the trash
Trash day.
comes 3 days a week.
2 days.
Take it out the back. Like he can sit. He can let that thing get full, and he won't take it out.
won't take
Tommy's good about taking out
No.
the trash.
Oh,
Now
yeah.
he'll forget on what
Ding.
day to he'll forget to take it out to the
And
road.
so sometimes I'm like,
Unless I text him.
sometimes I'll just forget on purpose just to see, and he won't do
But-
it.
Oh, yeah,
I
it won't
sleep-
get
I sleep
done.
just
We'll
fine.
miss the
Just let it-
trash. We'll
I
miss
sleep
the
just
trash
fine.
day.
Agreed. If I don't text him and tell him, hey, today's trash day, hey, today's recycle day, it won't get done.
Bullshit.
It won't get done.
Bullshit.
Dale
Is this
does
thing
not
right?
care.
Bullshit.
It won't get done.
Yeah, that's mine
It
right
gets
there.
done.
Tommy.
Yeah, because I tell you.
Or sometimes if I
No, you tell me anyway, but I already know. Like
like I'll take it out and like I'll wait till the evening when he comes home to leave that trash can after everybody else in the streets pick theirs up, and it'll sit there the next day.
I was like, I don't want to take something. You take joy from you.
That had my joy. I don't skip out taking that trash.
I don't know how many times I'll be at the home office. I'm sitting there working, and my window's straight out to where the trash man comes, and I'll hear it. I'm like, oh shit! I'll run out in my boxers and put it out there.
Our trash can comes early, so there's some mornings I'm like, you didn't put the trash out, or tried to.
I'm like, you didn't either.
And here I am running out in my no bra and PJ top and bottom.
The trash guys love you.
They love some Kiki.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm sorry. Hey, I know. I don't do it. I do it sometimes.
That's really more of a man's job.
Amen.
Says who?
I've always done
The
it.
media?
I mean,
The news?
most
But then
men.
sometimes he's only taken out like a handful of times, and he'll tell me, "Hey, I took out the trash for you."
Well, I want to make sure I get credit.
Oh, thank you. or I unload
You want a trophy?
Yeah. Or
I would like a thank you.
I'll go out with some girls, and when I come back in, he's like, "Hey, I unload the dishwasher. Oh, cookie for you."
About to load the next dishwasher.
How many times do I do the dishes? You know?
Do you do laundry too? Do you help her do laundry?
He don't know even how to start the washer.
Yeah. Well, I'm with
Laundry
It
is
kind
a
of
big
works
no-no
out
for everybody in
evenly
my house.
on certain things. Not everything, but like he cooks, I clean. You know, so like
I make the trash.
I
You take
do.
it out.
I do the laundry.
I'll make the trash.
I do the laundry. I at least pick my laundry up. He don't pick his up. I will not pick his up.
You will not pick his laundry up? It's so funny when she does her laundry.
I just wait her out.
Like, she is so particular. Like, if I go in there and I'm folding towels,
Oh.
and I fold a damn towel wrong, it's like, is that how you're going to fold it? Yeah. It's going up into the cabinet, and I'm just going to dry off later on. What do you? But you're not folding it right.
Yeah.
Well, then fuck off. You fold it.
It's a 17-point fold, Tommy. You did 14. It's not the same.
Yeah, I mean, I guess when you learn a certain way how to fold towels when you watch your parents do it.
Yeah.
So still this day I fold it the same way.
I fold mine just like my mom.
Yeah.
And laundry's
Well, I
a big
apparently
no-no for
fold it
everybody.
like an asshole. Is apparently how I fold it.
I don't like anybody touching my
You
laundry.
fold like
Even
a-
our housekeepers, they don't touch my laundry at all. I do all the laundry in the house. I'm
Tommy-
very picky.
Tommy folds like you don't have thumbs.
Yeah. Well, I try to
I
fuck
do
it up
let
so
him-
she tell me not to come back and
That's
help.
exactly right.
Yeah, see,
If
we hang a lot of ours, so the only thing that actually gets dried is like
Oh
is your
my God. When
under
you talk
or-
about hanging.
Every- everything.
we hang everything.
Yep.
So I do go back there and help. Like
Yes.
whenever she's taken from the washer to the dryer, and I'll pick something up and I'll throw it in the dryer, and she's like, whoa, take that back out. That's a hang up. I'm like, oh fuck, I'm sorry.
Yeah.
No, it's a t-shirt. And
This
so
is a
I'll
hang up.
it's a hang up.
We hang out all shirt. Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't like stuff shrinking.
Every shirt you
And it
hang
lasts,
up.
and it doesn't like you want it to last
Yep.
longer. The color of it, and
Yeah.
stuff
Not
like
fade.
that.
Yep.
Laundry's the
So even when
worst.
my sisters borrow something, I'm like, give it back to me dirty. 'Cause then it puts everything.
Oh,
in
she
the-
smells it.
Even my friends like, sure, you know, I need to take it to a dry clean. No, because I'm OCD about. Just give it to me. I don't care. I'll pay for it. They're like, but
Yep.
my sisters are
I
like,
am
give it back to
OCD
me
about
dirty.
laundry.
Yes.
That's pretty much all I'm OCD about, though, is laundry. Like
And then we have an Amazon problem. Do y'all have an Amazon problem?
Yeah. I both have. I
Who's
shop,
the
I shop a
problem?
lot.
Yeah.
We
You do
both shop.
too?
We
I
both
mean, we
shop a
both
lot.
shop a lot, but not.
I don't do Amazon.
Yeah.
We do
it
Amazon
just
stuff we need.
depends.
Really.
Yeah.
I don't have like a.
I would be astonished to know how much we spend on Amazon for
Really?
shit.
What's kind of sad though, how it's not Amazon Prime anymore. You know, it really
It's
isn't.
not?
Well, stuff's not always.
Some not. Yeah, it's not always at your doorstep in a day or two.
Oh, it's at our doorstep every day. Every day. She's on this damn
Sheen.
shoe kick.
Oh, yeah. Sheen.
She
Not-
just
oh,
bought,
you can
she's
get-
bought
oh, you can
78
get- you can
pair
get-
of sandals that are different colors.
You gotta have color.
Get
options.
every color.
See, yeah, color options. I'm ready for summer. I've got a pair of sandals to go with every color outfit that I have.
See,
have-
Tommy.
And then
Variety.
October, she's going to be like, guess what? I'm getting rid of all these sandals, taking them to
So
Goodwill.
I
I'm like,
remember-
huh?
They're
So-
Sheen. They're cheap.
So I remember this.
They're
So
less than $12
do you,
each.
No,
or
when
do you
there's
still have
thousands.
a Bath and Body Works addiction?
Yes.
Oh, you do.
Oh,
I saw her
You
addiction.
got them. You got them hoarded up.
Yes, I actually burn. Typically, I can burn fall scent candles year round.
Wow.
bro.
It's always
I've-
fall at the
I've
Clarks.
seen
You should,
I've seen her
My
stash.
closet, it could be her candle closet.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
Like it's 5. Like at one point, I think I had
It's so
over
ridiculous.
100
No,
candles.
no, seriously, I've seen
three
it.
wick candles
Hand
across
soaps,
my closet.
shower gels, and candles. Like, yeah.
Once a year, I buy enough candles to where I can burn 2 at a time.
Once a year. Once a year.
She-
One time a year, I
She's
spend
laughing.
money on candles.
Well,
Dude.
typically it is.
It's the other thing that's hilarious.
Shut up.
She'll order shit.
Shut up.
And she'll be like, oh, no, this is the last one. This is the last one. I'm not getting any more shoes. And then 5 minutes later, she's like, you know what? I do need that other color. I have another color coming in. I'm like, and so when she's always, this is the last one. I'm not going to order anymore. This is the last one.
It's always the last one.
It's the last one. Really? It's candles, never the last one.
No.
Not at all.
I do have a Bath and
What's your
Body
favorite
Works.
scent?
I'm going to go with
Butthole.
I love it.
probably Frozen Lake or Sweater Weather.
I smell
Oh.
Frozen Lake.
Those two.
Sweater weather's my favorite.
And then I don't have as much I have a whole shelf of body wash and hand soap, but candles are my thing. Like this year was the first year that I actually went into the store and bought my Max, and I got online.
They cut you off?
Yeah, they cut you off at, I think this year it was
They don't
like,
cut
I
her
don't know.
off, apparently.
But I
She's
cheated the
VIP.
system. I went online and bought the Max, and then I went in the store and bought the Max.
That is crazy.
What's the max? What's the cutoff?
This year was 24, I think.
2 per month.
Yeah.
Wow.
Don't believe you.
They said they know somebody didn't need that many candles. They're like, we're trying to save marriages here.
But I also had candles left over from my last stint too. So once that $10, because when Bath and Body Works goes to $10 a candle, like that's super cheap, and that's their biggest sale of the year.
Dude,
so
they're making no margin.
She always
on it either,
tries
I'm
to
sure.
sell
And
it.
so-
Like, oh, they're having a sale. If I buy,
I ain't gotta sell
if I buy
shit.
$500 worth, I get $10 discount. I'm like, what?
Good deal.
It's not a discount.
well, they're typically $24 to $26 each, and so when they're $10, hell yeah, I'm buying them. So
Yeah.
at one point I did have, I don't have that many now because I burn them. I burn them at work too. So I have,
Sweater weather everywhere.
Everywhere.
so I had it over 100 at one point.
I got a question. Okay, so you have Trinity that's about to be 21. Greenlee's 13. We have our first daughter at 13. So you've been through the phase of teenage daughters, starting with a new one. What advice would you give for us or other parents, like having our first teenager? Like, she's a fresh teenager. What kind of advice do you have from you've been through one? I'm sure they're totally different people. I don't know how similar they are, but what kind of advice do you have for that?
They're very different, but I will say I can't even stress enough this advice. Don't, like, my thing is have a relationship. Always communicate, right or wrong, no matter what. Keep an open mind, because they're going to come to you and they're going to talk to you. And if you don't have that openness or that open mind to where you can actually have a relationship with them,
Where they're
then they're
comfortable
gonna shut themselves off and they're never gonna come to you.
Yeah.
I'm super duper close with my girls. Greenlee's been a little bit harder to crack. But she's really close with Tommy.
Yeah.
But she does come to me for certain things. But with Trinity, it took me a little while. Trinity's been like my little best friend her whole life. I mean, her and I have been through a lot together.
Yeah.
So
It's different too.
Yes. So growing up, though, I've always been completely honest with her. I've never lied to her. I've always been truthful, and I've watched, my biggest thing is lying, and they don't lie to me. And I always tell them, if you lie to me, it's going to be 10 times worse if I find out.
Yeah.
So I think through the years of just watching Trinity, and we've had our goods and bads and ups and downs, and but at the end of the day, she would come to me today and tell me things that I, as a mom, I really don't want to hear. But she knows that she can come to me.
At least you can confide in you, yeah.
And it doesn't matter what it is. And that's something that I think goes a long way.
Yeah.
Because, even when the kids are off with their friends and doing things that they shouldn't, 9 times out of 10, she's going to come back and tell me.
Yeah.
She's going to tell me, hey, Mom, my friends did this, or, I did this, or, or whatever. So I think the biggest thing is just have an open mind, communicate, and just have that relationship and let them know always. You can come to me. It doesn't matter if you think you're going to get in trouble, you are going to get in trouble if you don't tell me now.
Yeah.
I think the same way. So me and Kenzie are really close.
Yeah.
And I think from the way she was raised,
we didn't have a close relationship with our
they weren't.
with
they
Mom,
didn't have that talk about it. So we
relied on our 3 sisters. So like us 3 always communicated. We always talked. We always.
But I tell her
things.
like me and Kenzie talk more because I'm more level-headed talking with her. She doesn't. I'm trying to tell her you got to be more open. Like the world,
huge.
The world is
That's huge.
The world is so much different now. Like she's like, well, I was like, what? The things are way different as these kids are exposed to so much more and so different.
More.
So we got to at least get like. Even like them wearing a shirt that's half shirt. I'm like, it's the style now. It's all they sell.
Yep.
Like I get it, but like that's the kind of like that's not a battle for me. Like even as a dad, you're like, okay, I get it. Like you want to make sure they're not doing anything too crazy. But I try to tell her you got to have more open mind to where you don't want to miss on that. That's good for her to hear because, like I said, me and her because she talks to me more.
It goes a long way.
Yeah.
Because I'll sit down and talk to her. And
it's how you talk to them.
But it's all how
it's how you communicate.
But it's how she was raised as a young girl and a young lady. That's so she's got to break that as well.
Yeah.
But that's something that
I was super close with my mom, and my dad. But I had a friend, Allison, J Dog's wife. When Trinity wanted a belly button ring, I lost my shit.
Yeah.
I'm like, why?
She's like, Tommy's got one.
And she was like, and Trinity was like, I don't know, 14, 15, something like that. And she was wanting one for her birthday. And I'm like, hell no. Like, yes, I have tattoos and things like that. But I didn't get any of that until I was old enough and out of the house.
Yeah.
Like, I am not about facial, piercings or anything like that. I have nothing against them on everybody else. I just don't want them. I don't.
Yeah.
And I don't want my kids to have them.
Right.
So whenever her daughter had her belly button pierced and was a little younger, she looked at me and she said, Mandy, what is a belly button piercing going to hurt? She's not out doing drugs. Yeah. She's not out drinking. She's not out, doing stupid shit. It's a belly button piercing.
Yeah.
What is that going to hurt? I'm like, you know what?
Yeah.
You're right. And so I'm like, okay. Now Greenlee wants her belly button, and I'm like, okay, but we have a limit.
Yeah.
We're not gonna go at 12.
Exactly.
We're not gonna go at 12. But I mean, me Greenlee and her maturity and how again the way Trinity was. Even there's 7 years difference between our girls. The way things are today versus what we were going through with Trinity.
Yeah.
And prior at this age, it's so different.
Everything's so different.
It's so different, and so
the world's changed a lot in 7 years.
It has.
It's changed like 2 years.
Yeah.
So, with Greenlee, she's been wanting her belly button done and things like that. So we keep holding her off.
Yep.
But 14, I'm gonna let her.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm gonna let her have it done.
We'll see about that.
But it is.
She wants
I do
for her
get it.
birthday.
It is like I said. That's just a difference in the times are way different. We couldn't imagine asking your kid, your parents at 15, hey, I'm gonna get my.
Oh,
What I'm saying?
no.
But it's how different the times are.
It is.
There was such a more of a stigma about that. Then now it's pretty calm. I mean, Tommy's got one, so it's like.
I got a tramp stamp too.
Yeah, I know. And so, but like
that's the thing. Like if you bottle up your kids and say you can't no, and then they go off to college, guess what? They go crazy.
Face tattoo,
neck tattoos,
and Trinity did.
Kenzie, 15, she's getting her first face.
Like Trinity had her tongue pierced. Trinity went and got her nose pierced. I mean, she doesn't anymore because it was just one of those things.
Little
but
phase.
She, it was a phase that she went through, and it wasn't necessarily at my house.
Yeah.
Like she,
well, she respected that, but it's still it's the most part of rebellion because they go through these phases.
Sure.
Of,
I let her. We let Trinity drink at home.
Yep.
I never hid that. My parents let me. I mean, I grew up going to bars.
Trinity's your older one?
Yes.
Okay.
Like I grew up.
How old
in bars.
is she?
She's about to be 21.
She'll be 21. I grew up in bars. And so my parents, I was going in at 16, 17 years old. I was walking up to the bar and I was ordering drinks for, because I was with my parents.
And legally say in Texas you can drink with your parents. I mean, it is.
But I mean, so
that a thing?
they never kept me or hid that from me. And if I wanted to try a drink, my parents were right there.
Yeah.
A cigarette. I will never forget. Like, I wanted to try a cigarette and I almost died. Later on I ended up smoking stupidly. But it was just one of those things like my parents never held back for me or my brother as far as letting us experience different things, learning from themselves.
The worst thing you do is shelter a kid, especially a girl.
100%.
Because you don't want to have any girl in these days sheltered or naive to the bad shit in this world.
And there were things that I
want to expose them in little doses.
Yes.
So it's not, they just get hit in the face with it.
Yeah, because it can really be harmful to, if they're too sheltered. I mean, that's her and her sister. They were more sheltered to the world growing up.
Yeah.
Whenever we start dating, you're like, man, but you don't want that because it's not.
No, I was like, you want to do this? I'm like, what is that? No, I'm kidding.
It's called just a tip. Just a game we play.
Is that the right hole?
There were things with Trinity that I even went and I went to a party. It was his 16th birthday party, and I was a chaperone, and I stood up and it was a house that was on stilts, and we were looking down at all the action in the pool and things like that.
Oh my God.
And I would see Trinity doing things, and I'm just like, I couldn't do anything.
Yeah.
I couldn't go out there. I couldn't say anything to these boys or these girls. I mean, because Trinity wasn't the only one. It was the whole friend group.
Well, it's like music, dancing.
Yeah.
They're in their bathing suits and they're drinking. And I'm literally watching all this unfold in front of me, and we ended up having to have a conversation about it. I'm like, Trinity, I'm not okay with this.
Yeah.
But I'm glad I was there.
Yeah.
And I think that really opened up our relationship too, to where, man, anything. I don't think that there could have been a lot worse, but that was really eye opening for me and our relationship to just keep.
And I think that's the key is like throughout their high school years, whenever these different scenarios come up, is you sit down and you have an adult conversation with them, and you don't do it like you're a dictator, like you never, don't ever do this again, don't talk to that person, and come at them like that, because obviously, that's not the right way to do it. It's kind of
they would rebel against.
You sit down and have a conversation, talk to me about it, and let's get through it together.
It's a tough thing to do. I mean, it's tough being parents nowadays because, like, I can imagine. I got friends that have like 2 and 3 year olds, little kids. You're like, how much difference can be for them when they get 16, 17 years old?
It's crazy.
So it's just crazy. I was kind of curious how that was because one, you've been through it and then you got another one. We got our first. Really, I mean, luckily Kenzie's a real reserved, good kid, plays sports, and she knows right or wrong, and we do have a lot of talkings, and we like to have fun, but we are stricter parents on things. We want to make sure that they're safe from stuff, but you can't shelter them from,
and you can't be too safe. I mean,
I know.
Like Greenlee's talks about, like, hey, can I walk to CVS? And her friends, we let them do it in the past.
It's a half a mile from our house. You sure can't.
Yeah,
but we let them do it once, right, and or twice.
We were at home. Dropped off at the mall. There. Does Kinsey ever want to go to the mall and get dropped off?
I'm not doing that. That Baybrook Mall is so unsafe.
Oh, sure.
That's too big, too.
And that's the thing. Like, I learned not too long ago, we were coming back from somewhere, and Greenlee's like, we're here at the mall, and such's mom, left. And I'm like, well, wait, what? I'm like, you are at the mall by yourself. And I've lost my shit. Like,
that ain't cool.
Mandy knows how to lose her shit.
I guess it's a different if like
he's the calm to my storm. I'm like
figuratively and physically.
Like I just I do. I'm pretty hot headed.
But dude, when you have girls, it's just like, I mean, hey, I'll be the same way with Bronson. I'm protective of him, but it's just it's bad. But it's just there's still this.
Well, they're so young and naive, and they're gullible, and they just think that nothing will ever happen to them.
I know. Well, they live in nice neighborhoods. You're not worried about stuff, but then you like.
Well, and it's really hard with Trinity being off at college too. I mean, you hear stuff like in Huntsville. I mean, hell, she lived literally in front of the cemetery wherever all the people were buried after being executed, and
But she don't play, dude. She packs a gun in her
she
car.
packs,
She knows how to shoot. So if she's pretty self-aware of her surroundings, but even her, she can be complacent. We all can.
Yeah.
Have you ever been to a gas station just like, oh, I'm gonna pump my gas? Next thing you know, somebody's robbing you on the other side, taking your purse. It happens every day.
Somebody took your purse?
It's a personal story.
Well, it's so crazy because it's so weird because I think about that stuff too. Because even though you get your debit card, you still got your purse there. So I usually take it together.
Yeah, it's scary.
That's a crazy world, dude.
It's a scary world, and we gotta navigate it the best we can.
No kidding.
And we teach our kids. That's my biggest thing is just teaching the kids on. Making sure that you're aware of your surroundings. I'm so big on that.
Awareness is. I've always been as a kid. I'm always aware of everything. I'm kind of the one always looking at everything. I'm always assessing things because I don't know. I was always a nervous kid, like about things like that. So I was always aware, which is you can't be too aware because there's a lot of bad shit going on. Man.
Yeah, for sure.
And then you got boyfriends. Have you had to deal with that yet?
No.
Not yet. I mean, Kenzie had what? She was in
fifth grade. That's
fifth
not
grade. It was like
boyfriend.
fifth and sixth grade.
But no, we haven't had that yet.
Nothing.
Nothing.
No dates.
No.
All right, there you go.
Does Greenlee have that?
Yeah. Well, I mean, she's had a couple of boys that she liked, and it's 3 or 4 weeks, and it just fizzles out.
Yeah.
But for Trinity going through, I mean, she had a few, and now she's in a relationship with a pretty decent boy. Mm-hmm. We like him.
Pretty decent.
We like him.
Yeah,
Brennan, if you're out there,
watch your shit, Brennan.
watch your shit, bro.
Uncle Dale's watching.
Yeah, he.
Just because Tommy's got a belly button ring, don't be thinking you're scared. You can be scared of him.
And a tramp stamp, bro. Come at me.
No, but how was that? I mean, high school years, that's got to be tough.
I mean, they got to go through the heartbreaks.
Yeah.
I know.
You almost
And
want
she
them to
didn't
go
have many.
through and get a couple heartbreaks under your belt, because it's bound to happen.
Yeah.
It's just how do you it's hard to see your kid cry. Oh my God.
You're like, that's not real love.
I loved
baby.
him.
I
Yeah.
loved him.
Yeah.
Really?
They don't know what love is.
Yeah.
You don't know what love is.
He let me wear his Letterman jacket.
Yeah. Or his necklace or something. Or
Yeah, he gave me
She
a
went
ring.
through a couple, but not many. She was
No,
just
it was-
more of. She was so busy though. Like between FFA, softball, school. Like she just.
I think that's good for kids too.
Oh,
In
100%.
sports, in organized stuff, like
Oh,
FFA, like those kind of things.
Yeah, if they're not doing that,
One,
they're
they
probably smoking
teach.
weed.
They get taught about accountability, and they
Yes.
learn a
She
lot.
showed 3 animals her senior year.
Really?
And she worked at T-Bone Tom's. So she held a job. She worked. She went to school. Like
awesome.
she was.
Yeah, she had to be at the barn at like 5:30 in the morning.
I remember
to feed.
We went to
and
that
then
FFA event that
Oh,
one time. Remember
yes.
we went to that one thing.
So talk about like responsibilities and accountability and all that. Yeah, that was great for her.
That's really helped her too, as far as like being out on her own and taking responsibility of having, especially now that she's got a dog, and she's big on taking care of him, making sure. So it's the whole experience and things, and us preparing her as well.
Yeah.
She's really adapted very well.
I'm just ready for college to be over. It's expensive.
Yeah.
Super expensive. If you haven't started saving now, I'm sorry. We didn't save, but
Yeah.
we've been blessed to be able to cover it. So
Yeah.
she'll be able to graduate with no debt.
I told Green.
Oh, good
that's
for her.
nice.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
What is she going for?
Animal science.
Okay.
She'll be an ag teacher.
What does Greenlee want to do?
She wants to be a pediatric nurse.
Okay. Kenzie's talk. She's been all over the place. She wants to be a surgeon. I'm like, okay, well, there's a lot of shit.
It's like
that goes
12
with
years
that.
of school.
We
a lot of school.
went through
12
that.
years of
I said,
We
Yeah.
did
she
talk
talked about
about
being
that.
nursing. I was like, I told her, I said, hey, one good thing about that field, it ain't going anywhere. So
Sure.
you need to think
Yeah.
about that. I said,
100%.
I want you to be happy, but I want you to not be struggling or waiting for somebody else to support you either. So like,
True.
get
Yeah.
a good job. Don't get into something that's not even going to help you get ahead. Like,
Yeah.
because we struggled early on. We all did,
Yep.
So I was like, you want what's best. My parent, we didn't talk about that when I was a kid. Like the stuff we talked with our kids, it wasn't talked about. Like
Yeah.
it was just, hell, my parents didn't even know what I did in school. I barely graduated high school because I was a freaking clown, dude. I was just there for social.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
I'm like, I got to do classwork? Shit.
What is this?
I was the class clown since 5th grade. I was like,
I could see that.
This is
I
not my
should've been-
profession.
Exactly.
Yeah,
I was
this-
like, that was my passion, dude.
Yeah.
It was like
Class
having
clown.
fun with people, and so
Yeah.
in hindsight, I wish I'd have done a little different. But it's like
You wouldn't be where you are today.
No, that's what I'm
Yeah.
saying. You can't. I don't regret anything. Not going to college. I was like, dude, it wasn't for me. Hell, I wrote some of Crystal's papers when she was in college, so I know I could have did it, but I didn't have the mental.
Till this day, I can't do English or spell. Wonder why.
Hell, I think I got J-Dog through a couple classes
Yeah.
back
Really?
in the day. Oh, yeah. Yeah, typing and
Yeah.
some different classes. He was like, man, I need some help. I got you.
I wasn't very good.
I can
My
imagine-
best friend Leanne got me through a lot
I can remember
lot
watching
of
J Dog type.
Dude, I was typing like 90 words a minute, like after the second week of like just learning how to type. And he's like, bro, what are you doing? I'm typing with one finger.
Yeah, you dummy.
Do my paper. Do my paper. I'm like,
Gosh.
and that was back on the legit typewriters.
Yeah.
Like, backspace. Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah,
So Greenlee needs a scholarship.
yeah.
Just
I know.
push your kids to get scholarships.
I mean,
the last thing I
she's-
want the kids to do is go through and get some stupid degree that they're never going to use.
Yeah.
We
But
talked
she's-
about this the other day, getting a master's. She mentioned getting a master's degree. And we're like, what you're going for, it's not going to make you any more money.
Talking about Trinity.
Talking about training.
Okay,
And to go another $30,000, $40,000, $50,000.
it's just going to put you in debt more than anything. You're going to put you
us in
behind
debt.
it. Yeah,
Yeah. So we're going to tell her, she might be listening next week, is, if you want to do that later on in life, you can.
It was just mentioned. She hasn't really. We haven't really talked about it, but she had mentioned it. But
I think Trinity's going to own a ranch one day.
yeah.
Oh, yeah.
that's her dream.
Dude, she is so good, and I think with business and ag, I think she's going to do.
There's one thing I would ever do is own a ranch.
Yeah.
I don't like snakes. I don't want to get all dirty.
Like
That's not
Yellowstone,
for me.
if you put her at Yellowstone, dude, she would just rock it.
Yeah, she would.
Yeah, I'd
She-
be like,
I mean,
where's the closest mall? I need to go.
I got to go shopping for my Gucci shoes.
Dude, it's sweater weather, dude. I need some candles.
Trinity is definitely the total opposite of all of us. She is. I mean, and I did my fair share. I grew up in Dayton, so I did my fair share of hunting, fishing, doing those kinds of things, and mudding and things like that, and it was fun. Trinity is just stuck with her, and
Yeah.
so that's like her passion. Like she took a AI course, so she's AI certified, so
Yeah.
she can
Shove her hand down a
cow's ass.
or
yeah.
wherever,
And-
however they do. Is it in the ass? Is that
It's
how they
it's
do it?
in the ass, and you have to go through like something to get and then you artificially inseminate the cow to for them to have babies.
We should have a podcast of Dale doing that.
Oh, my
Just
gosh.
go straight out to
I'm
a
not
ranch
doing
and Just Dale shows.
Oh, and
You should-
just some of the things that I've seen throughout her schooling, like she'll snap me and. It's I don't even. It's graphic.
It's a different breed.
It's
a different breed of
different.
people.
Like
and-
she's
Yeah, that ain't for me,
shrugged
dude.
her shoulders and shit.
I want to go get a pedicure and go shopping.
I don't do well with smells.
Oh,
No
hell
shit.
no.
Like, yes, clearly.
Yeah, yeah.
Like, we go to the. I remember we went to that FFA thing where she was showing.
And it just smells like.
I was like, I can't do this. I'm not built for that.
Question:
What if Kinsey wanted to do it?
I'm not going.
what if Kenzie farted?
Oh, she does that?
If I smell it, she's out the house.
No, she's
your
done it
kids
before in
get
the car and stuff. And so, they're like, who is that? And Bruce like, that's not me. And Bruce like, that's Kinsey. And Dale's like, oh,
I'm like, because you'll
yeah.
never find a boyfriend doing that.
No, he don't say that, but he don't get disgusted like that time I did it way back in the day. Yeah.
Oh my god! So you let your kids fart, but you just give them shit.
Man, I just.
Do you let Magnus fart? Is he okay to?
Dude, that dude.
Because I'm trying to think right now. If one of us farted, it might just keep with us for a while.
In here, yeah. Dude, I just don't do smells, bro. I can see anything.
Good to know.
Do you go into like sushi restaurants and things like that where it has just a different smell?
Yeah,
Well,
but that
sushi's
don't-
fine.
That don't bother me.
Okay.
I just don't like fish markets. Nope, don't do it. Grosses me out.
Okay.
Grosses me out.
I don't-
If you could eat one thing for the rest of your life, if you had to eat just one thing, what would that
Chipotle.
be? Chipotle.
Oh my
Yeah.
God, he freaking loves Chipotle.
I could eat
get sick of
Chipotle
that.
3 days.
We were eating it
3
so
times a
much when
day,
it first opened. Ugh.
I could eat that every meal the rest of my life.
There's a guy on TikTok. He's eating it like 400 days in
I
a row.
can,
Have you
I
seen
can
that?
literally, but I'm a creature of habit. Like I can eat the same exact thing every day for the rest of my life if I had to.
Not me.
What would you eat for the rest of your life? One thing.
I mean, probably something on the Mexican side.
Yeah, I'm with you. Some fajitas.
Ooh,
No,
mine's
like
fish.
enchiladas or something.
I'd say fried catfish
Oh,
for
yeah.
me.
Really?
eat
You would just
catfish.
live on that?
I like thin, flat. fried
I'd probably
catfish.
do something Mexican. I mean, enchilada.
I love
probably,
seafood,
don't
so-
know. But then I need some protein, so. Chicken enchilada.
Chicken enchilada.
Throw some chicken in
Or
there.
to get some protein from somebody else.
Oh my god,
Dude,
it's a family podcast.
I'm trying to make
no,
it
it's
little,
not. Nickelodeon is not picking
trying to
y'all
make
up.
it
dude.
laugh.
Not
We're-
anymore, parents.
trying to make us laugh a little.
Well, it was on the other podcast when you talked about your tattoo.
Yeah.
You go-
She brought that
And
up.
Vaughn was like, "Do you look at me when you're doing that?" I'm like, "Oh my god!" And you were talking about Magnus being put on there.
Yeah.
That was I was dying.
I'm gonna get a
man.
tattoo of Magnus's head just right here on the side.
Terrible. Everybody's like, so are you now going to get a podcast of us?
Yeah,
Well, depending on how well it
get a
does.
Yeah.
happily ever banter on your butt.
Yeah.
Dude, I'll get. I
I'll
don't
do
care.
that.
Where's it at? On your right or left?
Right here.
That was a bold statement. That was bold.
It's just skin.
I know it's good.
And it
It's
can-
hilarious. Though.
I mean, it's just a
hilarious.
He just said it's
Well,
a part
I
of
know
his,
it's hilarious.
it's a part of his life.
I
Like,
told
season
her
of what he's doing.
this could last another week or 10 more
Yeah,
years.
it's
It's still a
hilarious.
part of something that I
That he
did that I'm
did.
proud of, and
Yeah,
I'll
absolutely.
like this is probably the most besides my kids' names, the most thing that has a meaning to me.
Yeah.
That I've got other tattoos that mean a shit. I got
Don't
a damn
mean-
taking care of business tattoo of freaking Elvis on my. Was it?
He just wanted one.
Dude,
me,
you love
me and Jason, we got
you love Pam Anderson though.
Dude, I know.
What is
Tommy
that?
and Pam. It's just tribal art that I got whenever I was 18.
He thought he was Goldberg.
Listen, me and J Dog.
It don't even connect.
Look, pull it up.
Oh, it used to
me
connect?
and Jason. No, it,
You do.
you got so fat that your arm didn't connect.
Well, I mean, everybody's changed from 18
Is that
to
a
now.
fat joke? No, so me and Jason went to go get tattoos. The first tattoo.
Bob wire.
No, it's not even Bob. It's just tribal.
No, it's
No, there's
Goldberg.
there's
What's
no,
tribal
that's not
about
Bob.
it, though? Tell me.
I don't fuck.
Okay.
What tribe is it?
Tommy's tribe.
ChatGPT. Ask what the original tribal art from back in the day, 1988. So we went to go get a tattoo, and we only had like $80 a piece.
That's what you got.
That's and
Couldn't
like-
even connect it.
And the guy was like, "I don't think I could go all the way around." I'm like, "Really?"
$90 to connect.
Oh my gosh.
He wouldn't even connect it. It was like $80. It's like there's a little
He
gap.
couldn't connect it.
Yeah, so I left
Oh
it that
my
way
God.
just because now it's a story. And then this one over here, you can touch my arm. It was just more tribal shit.
Do you think you're the Rock?
Me and two other buddies, we got those done. And then
You got terrible
He's got one
friends.
across the top
dude.
of his-
and I got
his
the whole
shoulders.
back,
The trouble?
my tramp stamp.
Yes.
With the trouble?
Oh yeah,
What does it say?
like
It
every
doesn't
other
say
year. It doesn't say
anything.
shit.
It's literally tribal.
I wish I could just rip
Do you
it
wish
off.
you were Indian?
Huh? Maybe. Dude, that was the thing in the 1995, 96, 98.
Wow.
I was in
Was
fifth grade,
tribal. Yeah. What do you have?
You were in 10th grade.
Kids' names.
Oh,
I said
yeah.
fifth
Kids'
grade.
names.
Oh,
Yeah.
you are so
Mackenzie
much younger. I
Bronson.
I'm
forgot.
40. You're 40. She's 41.
Yeah.
How old are you guys?
I'll be 47 in
43.
14 days, 12 days. 47.
Speaking of, we're going to Fredericksburg. You want to go?
I know. You seen that same weekend we'll be
Dallas?
partying. Nope. We have the 40th birthday.
For who?
Gay.
40th birthday? Who's turning 40?
Yeah. Who's trying to?
Jacob.
Oh, yeah.
Who
Jacob and Sam.
cares?
Yeah,
about
we already
Jacob?
got-
I would like to go. I love Fredericksburg, man.
Oh, no.
It's a good time.
Crystal's got another question for you. Do you remember what to ask?
Oh, yes, I remember. Okay, so we're going to start asking everybody that's on the podcast. Y'all
Okay.
ready?
All right.
What is your best marriage advice? Y'all each have to go.
Okay. Best marriage advice.
The best one I heard from Magnus was fight naked.
Oh, I know. I was. This is why this came
That's
about
awesome.
because somebody was telling me about it, and so they're like, "Oh, I know," and I had never ever heard that one before, and so I told my sisters.
Fight naked.
Yeah.
Yeah, and so I told my sisters, like, yeah, they're like, Ashley said she actually heard it from her Nick's grandma would always say that. So I was like, this is something I would love to hear everybody's
Yeah.
thoughts on what.
I
They
would
would
say so. Obviously, having kids, you're super busy. The hustle and bustle. I think it's always important to date your other.
Oh, y'all don't do that.
Absolutely. y'all are,
Date
We were-
your
wait, I
partner.
think y'all are always on dates.
I know. That's why I think it's important. We're always.
Last time we got
trying
it,
to
Mandy
do-
said he never takes her on dates. So this is bullshit.
Oh, yeah.
Fake news.
She is out of her mind.
I think he's taken me on like 2 since then.
He means
Yeah.
he
I'm glad I
means
could
that.
Yes.
I
yes, you
shamed
helped.
him into
Always.
that.
No, but
We're
tell
always-
everybody that when y'all go on dates, you don't sit at a normal table.
Oh, he won't sit at any
You
table
have to
that's
sit
not
at a bar
barstool
top
height.
table.
Yeah, we're high table. At
Who do you
the
think you
bar.
are?
Literally,
Is that
on
because
the-
your tribe?
Literally,
Yes, that's part of my tribe.
literally
crazy.
the one day we were
Part of my
going.
tribe. That's it.
No, we were going literally
Chief
on
Tall
a real
Table.
date, and he looks at me and he goes, "Is it still considered a date if we sit at the bar?"
Nope. Null and void.
It's just more fun. It's
Sometimes
more fun
we'll
to
do that
interact
too.
with the
We'll do that
bartender
too.
And yeah,
We don't
it's
interact
just,
with the
Oh, so
bartender,
she's
but-
not interested enough. You got to add somebody
so
in there.
the last thing we want to do if we go to Schaefer's is to go sit in the corner at a tall table.
and talk to your spouse. I know it's tough.
So sometimes it's better when you're at a
on
bar.
your
I
side.
don't want to do that.
You sit closer. Like,
But don't let her fool you. She enjoys the hell out of sitting at the bar, having a good date night. You don't need the white linen cloth table and the
I
candlelight.
didn't say that.
She's never once said that.
Definitely not the short tables. Absolutely not.
What do you have? What do you have against those?
I just don't like. It feels weird. I feel like I'm in the daycare.
What kind of daycare did you go to?
I don't know.
He was a teacher at a daycare.
That's
I
scary.
was.
It was
One
his
of my
very first job.
jobs. They called me Mr. Tommy.
Y'all ready for my advice? Mm-hmm. Ooh, I'm ready to give it.
All right, let's hear it. There we go. Hey, take notes, Tommy.
I don't think. I'll just watch it over.
Okay.
This isn't Nickelodeon, is it? Okay. I would say, and I heard this from a very wise woman, and it didn't even come from
Oprah?
my family. It came from his. And always keep your man's belly full and balls empty.
Hell yeah.
oh,
Hell yeah.
okay.
Score for Grandma. Thank you, R.I.P. Marianne Reisenhoover.
She's like, I got away to Tommy's heart.
That is some advice that she gave me when we first met. She was like, always keep a man's belly full and balls empty. And I'm like,
There you
yes, ma'am.
Put that on a
Okay.
t-shirt.
Okay.
Yes, ma'am.
I like that. Okay.
I remember that day. Yeah.
I remember that day.
She made both of us blush. I'm like, Grandma, Granny, are you sure? Granny, thanks a lot, Grandma.
Yeah. And you dapped her up. Here's
Yeah,
like 20
I'm
of
like,
you.
there you go, Grandma.
Yeah.
Yeah, I put her.
She's
up
like, I
there.
don't know, Tommy made me say that.
Dale's grandma would always say, make sure that cell phone's not in that pocket because it would reduce the sperm count or something.
Yeah.
Oh, really?
Yeah. She only had some babies.
Yeah, she wanted babies.
She wanted babies. So, what is y'all's? What is y'all's advice? That's
I mean, my
turned
advice
it
is
around
probably
on
just
you.
like the basic stuff you always hear.
There we go.
Yeah, I know, really. I need to think like outside the box, but like
No, it could be
I like,
simple.
No, I
Simple's
like
good.
your things too. Like always, I know you're always chaotic. The kids are busy, but always like make time for yourself. Go on date night,
And y'all do that. Y'all do
we do
that
that a lot, but
I see those
we've been
date nights
busy.
and I'm
So like
oh.
last night we went, but we don't get out as much as we used to, and then another one's like I mean, I know we all kind of still laugh at each other, keep the laughter going, the fun times together, right?
I agree.
What are you looking at me for?
Dale doesn't seem very enthused.
Even though I don't really laugh as much as jokes and stuff because we've been together, but we keep the laughter going.
Not make it so serious.
Don't make
And
it so
have
serious.
fun,
Have fun, joke around.
Yeah, we've always been like that.
And my favorite thing is too. Another thing is like I don't know. Y'all both work, so I don't know if you get up before he does or you leave before vice versa.
We get up at the same time.
We get at the same time. So my thing is that like no matter what, if I'm still sleeping and he has to get up to go to work, he always tells me goodbye and kisses me on the forehead or whatever.
Aw.
That's so sweet.
That is sweet.
That is sweet.
Oh,
I'm a sweetie. I'm a sweet guy.
I'm a sweet
So
guy.
hopefully that was some good advice and notes. So each time I have to change it
Absolutely.
up, so I'm trying to
Mine is always keep my balls empty.
trust me.
You can't take my advice.
I can
Dale.
feed myself.
Balls empty and dishwasher full.
There's Chipotle down the road.
All right, I want to hear
You
yours.
should take out the trash and
Your balls always stay empty. Shit.
damn, dude.
And load the dishwasher.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know if I have any like specific advice except for we've been together for 22 plus years.
That's a
And the
big deal.
thing for us have always just been we enjoy each other's company.
Sure.
So it's like,
Yeah.
man, we love being around each other, and I love doing everything with her, even with the kids. So I was like, we just do as much you can together.
Yep.
I never was, we did the boys stuff back when we had bachelor parties, but
Yeah.
that was it.
Yeah.
I mean, other than that, we're like, dude, we do everything together. So like,
Yeah.
much as
That's
you
how
can
we
do
are.
together, it's more fun. Even with the kids, like our kids are probably more well adjusted, like y'all's,
I agree.
because they were
Right.
always with us, and they did a lot with us to where we didn't shelter them from. We took them all kind of places, dude.
Make
But-
memories.
Yeah,
It's a big deal.
dude, make
Like for
memories,
us, like,
but we like to get out, and we like to show people that we love each other. I really do. I mean,
Yeah.
so I can be a dick. I get it, but
super.
at the end of the day,
Oh yeah,
super-
I
Super
sit at low tables when we go on dates,
Yeah.
like a normal
You're
person.
so gay. Don't
Yeah.
do that anymore. Don't do that. And the experience is way better if it's up high.
because you're more intimate because you're closer at a bar
Yes.
top.
Yeah, just
I made a
weird.
joke too on our date, like not too long ago. I was like, we should sit in a booth and we sit on
Next to
the same
each other.
side.
He can't do it.
He can't do it.
I told her I would do it. I
He
would do it
did.
one time. Just to see how it is.
And we ended up at the bar.
But we had fun.
We did.
5 minutes. T-Bone couldn't take it.
We're going to do it. As soon as we leave here, I'm going to take you on a date. And we're going to sit in a booth,
Side by side.
go to Chili's.
Oh, y'all just went to Chili's.
Yeah, we
Yeah,
did.
we did.
I did meet your dad before a couple
Yeah.
times, but the last time I met him, what party was that for? Was that your birthday?
It was his birthday.
Yeah. He's funny, man. Your
Yeah,
dad's
he's
a
a
trip.
nut.
I can imagine. My dad's the same. My dad was a rocker. I grew up the same way. Like I was on his weekends. I'd be a little kid. I'm going to the bars at 10, 11, 12 years old, helping carry equipment in.
Yep.
Yeah.
I was the same way, man. But my dad's a trip. I think it's just those guys. They're free spirits, man.
Oh, big time.
But like I said, my dad, your dad just says crazy random stuff. My dad's the same way. Like
Oh, man. There's so many times.
full of jokes.
There's so many times we'll be out and about, and I'll just have to put my phone out.
Yeah.
Like he doesn't even know. And he's just carrying on with some funny. We did it at Chili's. I hadn't even
Yesterday.
posted it yet. But we talked about aliens and other Earths and the people on Earth.
Oh, wow.
And he's like, no, there's no other people out in this world. There's no other aliens. I'm like, Dad, this is a little speck. This right here is Earth, and the rest of this is all the other universe. There's other people out there.
Yeah.
So we had this debate for like a minute and a half. And Mandy's over there going, she's just videoing.
Well, Tommy's always you're never safe
No,
around Tommy. Ever.
I know.
I mean,
If you're with Tommy, you're always good for a selfie.
Yeah.
Making memories,
Yes.
baby. You got to make memories.
I love it because I like taking pictures of people.
I do
If
too.
we're gonna look back on this like years down the road, and we're glad we got these pictures,
absolutely.
and these
100%.
and the videos
and the
stuff like
hangs
that.
and like
Yeah.
all that stuff, man.
I
Like,
don't know how many times that the stuff that you post, that we post, that just brings so much joy to people.
Yeah, dude,
and they laugh.
I
and
love
they'll
it.
message us going, "Oh my God, please
Yeah.
keep doing
I
what you're
know.
doing."
Well, like I
And
said,
if
that
we
was,
can make people smile, that's what we want to do.
that really was kind of the reason why we did this. Like,
Yeah.
they want to see more of us. This is like probably the rawest way to get our content out there,
Yeah.
what we do and how we talk, and
Yes.
Absolutely,
we may cuss and do things you may not like it, but that's us. Like
Yeah.
I'm not gonna censor myself. Like this
That's
is
right.
this is the whole thing. Like this is who we are.
That's who we are.
We're good parents. We got a good marriage, but like I said, we like to have fun, and we're gonna cuss and talk shit. But that's
Let the world
part
know.
of life, man.
live
Let
the
the
YOLO
world know.
life.
Yes.
You got to be yourself, dude.
Yes.
I agree.
You ain't
Go
gonna get
live
nowhere
life.
not doing that.
That's right.
You
I
can't
agree.
be somebody you're not.
That's right.
Just fart more, just please. I want
Could
you
you
to
imagine, Dale? Can I try it tonight?
just do it.
One time.
Yeah,
Just
just
one
one
time.
time.
Have
No,
you seen those
Trinity's
videos?
going to go stay next room with her house. Fart in Manny, fart all day.
Oh, my kids don't hold back either. Never.
Oh no.
I mean, Trinity's like me.
Oh, hey.
She learned it from the best.
I got a funny
She does
one.
it in front of her boyfriend too.
Have you seen those videos going around? Guess my fart. And the husband's
Yes.
like, and they're like, and the wife
Oh,
or the
my
husband
God.
does the sound
No.
of it going,
Yeah.
and then they do it. And if it's a good,
Disgusting, dude.
disgusting.
you should do it.
Hey, so the other day, me and the kids, I brought them to Dick's, and I went in the restroom. Me and Bronson are standing there at the urinal, side by side. I was like, "You hear that?" He's like, "What?" And I just ripped one. He's like, "Shut up, dude! My heart dropped. I was so scared. I thought something was like in here. We were worried about it. Like he was so pissed because I got him. I ripped one.
That's so good.
He
Terrible.
was so mad.
Tommy does it to Greenlee down the aisles of the grocery store.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
Yep.
I'll get it. Greenlee, come over here.
I'll do it to Ken. Kenzie's like, "Dad."
Yeah.
So embarrassed.
He did it last night, actually, whenever we were going to our date night. And I look back, I'm like, Dale, somebody could have. He's like, I'm so aware of my surroundings. I'm like, how? Because somebody could have just popped on behind
I would have
us.
told him it was you.
Yeah,
I'm like, Crystal,
yeah,
Blame it on you.
put a muzzle on that thing.
yeah. This never got lit since it doesn't get lit. Put out.
What?
if I
Light
would
that
let
flame,
it out,
Crystal.
if I would let it out, it probably wouldn't be
okay.
pleasant.
You need
Yeah.
it.
Oh, it's so built up. I bet you got like just years of farts
And I'm
in
surprised I don't have any GI issues or anything.
you. Yeah,
Right?
Well, you might want to get it checked out.
I'm actually one. I'm different. I'm a different kind of lady.
I'm telling you right now, a doctor's going to tell you that's bad for you. You need to let it go.
I can't.
It's not good.
We've been.
And also you need
we've
second
been
opinion.
together more our life than without. So my stomach's been like that. So it's adjusted.
Yeah, I don't think so. I don't think it's a good thing.
So how old were y'all when y'all get together?
I was
25?
28, 9,
25.
Oh, okay.
29.
Okay.
Yeah. Young.
I was pregnant with Bronson.
At 29, yeah. When
Yeah,
we met.
I
We,
had Trinity at 26 and Greenlee at
So
30.
I didn't want to have any other kids. I was just like, oh, you got Trinity? I had Trinity at 3.
You're
I'm
good?
Like, hey, I'm good. This is fine. Kids are expensive, right?
Yeah.
And man, it was 3 or 4 years, whatever, however long it
7
was.
years.
7 years.
7 years.
So she was on. She's like, "We have a kid." I'm like, "I guess, well, let's do it." My dad passed away.
Yeah.
And I'm like, you know what? I want to have a kid. Carry on my Clark.
Well, and
name.
I had a limit. Yours was 30. Mine
Yeah.
was
So
35.
she had a limit. And it was a month before going to Vegas.
Yeah, our friends were
or
getting
something.
married.
They were getting married. One time we tried.
First time you had sex.
She got the first time we had sex. My little Phelps swimmers, dude.
Yeah.
So she got pregnant right off the bat and went to Vegas and she couldn't drink.
What a
What a
It was terrible.
He's the worst.
And then you're like, that's
Like, do you know what you just did? But
Greenlee was in
really-
there just going, I'm coming. Here
But
am.
I honestly didn't think that I would have a kid that fast. I mean, it took
I didn't
9
think so
months for
either.
me to get pregnant with Trinity. So
Boy,
I was
my
like,
swimmers,
"All right."
boy.
Dude,
They know how to swim.
Tommy's fertile.
Yep. Fertile Myrtle.
Yeah, so Greenlee was just, it was one time. That was it.
One hitter quitter.
That's it.
So what's next for the Clarks, man? What's next for the Clarks fam?
Dude, we're just going to keep doing what we're doing.
Yeah.
Get Greenlee through high school and continue with softball.
She's good at softball, man.
Stay busy.
She grinds.
We just
We got to do that video soon too. Where we
Yes.
go have her pitch to us.
Dude.
She's ready.
She better not cry when I go freaking big stick off her.
No.
She won't. She won't cry.
No, I'm joking.
She had
She's gonna strike
what
me
is
out.
this? This past probably we were in Louisiana, Baton Rouge, or I can't remember where we were. Anyway,
Lafayette.
she had her first girl hit a bomb off of her.
Oh, really?
Is the first person to hit a bomb.
Yep.
And she's a really good pitcher, so she got her there.
Oh, yeah. This girl was, I mean, she was
She was known
healthy.
for
She was
him. Yeah.
healthy.
She was known to,
Yeah, she's-
to
she's-
hit them too.
she's
and then
big,
she
yeah.
saw her again the next tournament, and she struck her out, which
Yeah.
was good.
That's cool.
But yeah, it's just, man, we're just living the softball life, which is starting up now. Trinity getting her graduated soon.
We just got her ring, her college ring.
Yeah.
Shit's expensive.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
It's like double, like quadruple a high school ring. It's
Really?
really silly.
wow.
Trying to figure out our vacations, and we're big golfers. So she loves to golf,
Yeah.
so
Love
it's
to
awesome.
golf.
So we literally, plan our vacations around golf courses.
Yeah, it's fun. Crystal likes to ride with me when I play.
I like to ride, sip, and piss.
You like to ride?
Piss in the bushes.
She does.
Hopefully, I don't get
Chiggers.
Yeah, she does.
Yeah.
because the bathrooms are so far away.
Yeah, typically.
take
Golf
them
course is
chances.
fun though,
What
man.
is it? Every 9
it's-
holes, you have
yeah.
one or
I
something
know,
like that.
man. It's
I enjoy just going out there and riding, just watching them watch and me sip and just
Yeah.
chill out.
Yeah,
It's
that's what
literally-
Allison
what
does.
That's what we want to do. Is like all of our vacations are kind of built around going to find new golf courses and
Yeah, when
having
we go with Jason and
experiences.
Allison doesn't play.
Yeah. She
so-
rides.
but you can have fun on the golf course without playing.
Oh, she
Oh,
loves
yeah.
it. Oh,
Oh,
yeah.
yeah.
She,
I'll walk out there when y'all.
She's
on
the DJ
green.
and
Yeah.
doing all that.
Yeah.
What about y'all? So how many podcasts do y'all want to do? Once a week
Yeah,
for
once
you
a
guys?
It's be once a week.
Once a
Yeah,
week.
it's maybe the same kind of deal. At least come out on Thursdays.
Get couples on and maybe
Yeah, the
some-
plan is to have couples.
Talk about parenting kids.
We'll have some stuff just
know,
us. We're gonna have some
basic
things. We're,
stuff.
shit,
Yeah.
farting, whatever it is.
Yeah, I mean, this
Whatever
still
comes to it.
this is still early on. We're still trying to figure out. I got a lot of ideas, but I feel like we got something here. Now we just gotta build on it and just
Yeah.
kind of
Just keep rolling.
see. I mean, the thing is consistency. You
Sure.
Yeah.
be consistent. Keep putting them out there,
Key.
and then
100%.
find what works, what doesn't work. I mean, the good thing is with my other one, been going for hell. It'd be close to it'd be 2 years in July.
already?
Yeah.
You're on what, season 3?
Season 3 is just the way it fell because we start
Yeah.
every calendar year. But yeah, I
Yeah.
mean, this is our
That's crazy.
we're filming another episode this evening. It'll be number 82. So
You're doing another
82
one
straight
today?
weeks. Yeah.
You are keeping
So
Magnus
it's
busy.
82 straight weeks of being on with that one. So,
Do you ever think that in the future it could be like part of like what you're doing just full time?
I don't know, man. I mean,
mean,
we like the this Vonda Media stuff we started with having this and me starting this one. We got our same group helping out with Magnus and Vito. So we learned a lot. We know how to do the video part. He does all the reels. Magnus does all that. That stuff.
Good job, buddy.
Those things are super
You do good.
cool. We get a lot of people that love that.
Yep.
Vito doing all the artwork and doing those things and really helps us out. So now we're like, okay, how can we scale that? So we started this one underneath that same umbrella, and then it's just.
Who do y'all got tonight?
Well, I had somebody for the other one. He had to back out. It's a guy named Jeff Shelley. He's a comedian in Houston. He's a trip. Does a bunch of sketch comedy stuff, and he's funny. But he's shooting a movie in Cyprus. He's like, dude, I don't know if I can get from there to here, so we're gonna do it another night. But yeah, so
That's
we got a lot going on, man. But we like staying busy. I don't like to sit
Proud
still.
of you. Proud of y'all.
I don't like
trying
to
to get that TikTok to grow. By the way, before we end this, you got to tell everybody I'm Mandoc.
Yeah, Tommy.Clark
Yeah.
at TikTok. All of it's Tommy Clark _ Tommy
so
Clark
we
at
get some
Instagram.
following for y'all.
I know.
Mandy, what's yours?
Mandy's.
Mandy Clark 07 is pretty
Clark.
much what all my
Pretty much if you just do Mandy Clark
and then y'all
or Tommy
started
Clark,
the
it'll-
Clark fam on Facebook.
on
the
Facebook.
Clark family on Facebook.
Yeah.
It's not going very far, but
Yeah,
we're
you
giving
should-
it
I'm
hell.
just not doing a good
You just
job.
got to start tagging that, and
Yeah.
it's just one of those things.
Well,
Yeah.
I try to share a lot of the stuff that he does more. 'Cause he posts more of his stuff on his page. I try to go in when he posts on the Clark page. I try to share it versus me just post a video straight on my page because it doesn't make a shit to me. But I'm trying to scale the Clark family page.
Yeah.
And it's been a challenge. It's been a huge challenge, which
I
has been
just-
different because our pages took off
Yep.
super quick.
It's
So
there's no rhyme or reason to the algorithm. It's so
Consistent,
It's so
and I'm not
weird,
consistent
man.
on it.
It's so
Yeah.
weird.
Like there's
man.
all the other platforms that I'm trying to be consistent on, and that one's the one I'm not.
Well,
So
and I
just
kind
need
of
to do
feel
better.
like too, like it's repetitive. So they see it on his page, they see it on my page, and then you have the Clark, and it's also on the Clark page. So I feel like I don't post it on my page,
Right.
But he'll post it
Yeah.
on TikTok, he'll post it on Instagram, he'll post it on his Facebook page, and then it's posted on the. I just think that it's just
It's
too
oversaturated.
much.
Yeah.
Way too much. I personally think maybe it's not. So
Yeah.
I
Well, the big thing, TikTok's your biggest following, so you
Yes.
got to keep that up.
Yeah.
That's the biggest thing, and then the other stuff will just come. I mean, it's just you never know. It's all
Yeah, I try to break it up and do other stuff on the Clark family every now and then, but it's just
because
it's
TikTok
a
for
lot.
me, like anything we do, like the reels he makes for this or anything I do on my personal,
Yeah,
I'll share it to that, or I'll share it to our Dale Not Dale podcast one on there. So
Yeah.
it's just really
It's a share.
It's
It's not
another-
on the video. It's not a video that's on your personal page. It's a share.
It's just I just put it. I actually post it on that account, but it's just I post it just after thought from doing it other things because I don't.
yeah,
I see.
yeah.
But unless we do like a TikTok dance and that goes on there, then we share it, vice
Yeah.
versa. But no, man,
That's good.
It's been fun. Glad.
Tommy's wanting us to do a dance one here.
There you got to.
It is. I don't know.
We need.
I don't have rhythm.
We
I'm
need to do
not
a Mills
dancer.
Clark family collab.
We got to
Yeah.
figure that out. We got to figure out a funny one.
That dance one would be
Just
funny.
let us know.
Yeah, get
That-
the kids involved.
Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah, it'd be fun. But like I said, man, we've been friends for quite a while. I'm glad we
Yep.
could do this. It's been
Thank y'all.
It's been
Yep.
fun, man.
It's awesome.
Thank you
I'm glad
so much
we
for inviting
all
us.
these years we've been hanging out and
Shooting the shit.
Shooting the shit.
Meeting up at concerts.
do concerts, rodeos.
Right. Yeah.
Yeah.
Y'all going to rodeo this year?
Yeah,
it's
yeah,
coming.
for sure. I know we're busy during that time. We take a lot of customers, so we're always there. Seems like
Yeah.
it gets a lot.
It gets a lot to where you get sick of it by the end of the time.
Well, the
So,
drive, the parking in and out. This is the worst. That's the
It
worst.
gives me anxiety.
It's the worst
all day.
part about the whole rodeo.
Yeah.
Infrastructure on there.
And trying to piss during the damn
That
concert.
too.
Yeah. I'd just rather watch it from the house.
Yep.
We are going twice this year, though.
Yeah.
Well, thank y'all for jumping on with us. I'm glad we
Yes,
could.
thanks for coming
work this
along,
out.
Clark.
This
First
has
ever
been fun.
couple on
Yeah.
the
Episode 2,
Happily Ever
baby.
Banner
I
podcast.
feel so special.
Yeah.
Y'all are
When will this
special.
drop?
Thursday.
This Thursday?
Yeah.
What?
Yep. This is episode 2.
We'll promote it on all of our stuff.
Yeah,
Oh,
we'll start
absolutely.
posting some pictures and doing everything. I'll start doing this probably tomorrow, doing some things and behind the scenes pictures and things like that. But
Awesome.
we'll get it rolling, man. I'm excited.
Thank
Get to
y'all
share
for
stuff.
inviting us.
Magnus will make some good reels. I'm sure he got some good content from this one. Yeah.
Maybe.
Yeah.
Looking
Can't wait.
forward to it. Yeah.
If you ever
Awesome.
need us back, just let us know.
No, hey, the good thing y'all are here, so
We'll come back next season or whatever.
let's go.
Yeah. We need to get J-Dog on soon.
Is he scared of the cameras though?
No, we'll do it.
All right.
Yeah. We got to talk shit about Ronda Rousey.
I know. We're gonna do that. So